met you like October of 14.
Hey
So,
everybody, how's it going? Happy Friday! I don't know when I technically started doing shows. I mean, he's saying the vape box, but then if you go back, did I do the vape box on YouTube or was that on Vapors TV? Because there's Vapors TV stuff that went on a couple of years before I even started YouTube. So who
well, yeah,
knows?
no, we didn't go to YouTube until like 15 or 16.
I mean, I may have done that one video that he's talking about with vape box on YouTube, but that was just for the heck of it. I don't know why. I don't know. Who knows? I've been doing it a
Tell me your
long time.
videos from Vapors TV are there.
He's been casting a long time, Pat. Like
Yeah,
it's been a
it
hot minute.
it has been a minute.
Um,
I
I
have
would say a
survived.
minimum of 7 years. Minimum.
I have survived the tortures of. A lot of people do it and then they think it's something they want to do and then they quit, or they go on hiatus for a long time and then.
That's what I did.
I'm not talking about you. That's different.
I wasn't. I mean, I didn't think I was going to come back actually, but I really wanted. I missed you guys.
Well, see, there you go.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. When did that change? Yeah, right. Yeah.
what?
My name on the screen again.
Oh, I, I don't know.
It
I don't
was
know.
Queen Bitch over at iVlog.
I
Started out as a joke. That's who I am now.
This past week I've been vaping the Violator, which I still absolutely love. I hate that I tried to sell y'all on the Violator and then we went to the damn website and they were all sold out. So that sucks. But the Asgard Mini, great RDA, but in the top side, the first day it was, what was it, Friday? Absolutely great. And then I woke up Saturday to vape it, and it tastes like pure plastic. And I was like, what the hell, man? And, I've cleaned them before, and it usually it does it again. So this time, DeMillan was like, well, clean it with alcohol. So I did that. And it's been a day now since I filled it, but honestly, I haven't put much. I don't want to put too much liquid in here because I don't want to taste plastic again, but it still has a slight. When are they going to make bottles that don't taste like damn plastic that go in squonkers? Jesus.
What about silicone bottles? Jazzy sent me some silicone ones. They're in that cabinet.
Yeah, but
I don't know if
see,
they'll fit
the
that
top
one,
side, right, the top side has its own special bottle. I mean, it's not bad now. The first time before I cleaned it with alcohol, it was terrible. I mean, it was like literally vaping plastic. I couldn't do it. I had to end up pouring all that juice out and, cleaning the bottle and starting over again. Actually, I cleaned the bottle, took out the wick, changed the wicks, cleaned the addy, everything, because I didn't want to taste the plastic anymore. And I figured if I just cleaned the bottle, there's still going to be remnants up in the addy, so I had to clean it too. So I did that.
My shirt looks different on the screen. It
Hey,
looks
Richard.
like the
Oh,
ugliest set of
you gotta
cartoons I've
you
seen.
gotta see this shirt, Jen, before you go. And I know that Peach didn't get
Okay.
to see it, but
Stand up and show us your shirt.
Stay on festival. That's awesome.
oh, look at the groups.
Nice.
This is freaking awesome. The Flu
I am. I'm
Fighters.
reading it. No kids on the block. Miley virus, depressed mode. That's all. No cure. Men out of work. That is freaking awesome.
It's freaking cool. I was like, oh yeah, this is a great COVID virus shirt right here. I
He
need that
went
one.
on a t-shirt buying spree.
Oh, and Jen showed off a shirt, which made me think of this other shirt that I got.
Oh, you were there already?
Yes, I was watching. Haha. You were doing the dun 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 dun. All right, here's
Yes,
mine.
I did.
Yours is better
Hey,
than
Roger.
this one, but this one's cool. Dun 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 dun. dun.
Hi, Cherokee.
It's Snoopy on
Little
a tire
Snoopy.
fighter with a Woodstock behind him.
On a what?
Not the TIE fighter. The TIE fighter. That's
You
not
called
an
it a
X-wing.
tire fighter.
I did not call it a tire fighter.
Yes, you
Jesus.
did. You said tire fighter
You're hearing things. A
I
tire
am
fighter.
not
Why would I
hearing
call
things.
it a tire fighter?
because you're a redneck. You said a tire fighter.
You're thinking about that other shirt I got. That's all that is.
No, I heard you with my ears. Don't make me hit rewind.
Hit rewind. I said TIE fighter.
You said tire fighter.
That's my country accent. Southern. It's a little southern. I don't know what to tell you. So, but
See, they said he said tire. So
tire fight. I don't see him. Oh, he said tire. Scuba attacks the treads. See, now y'all making me say stuff that I ain't even trying to say. I'm out of drink already. This has been absolutely fantastic the entire week. The Violator, I mean, all I've done to this is put more and more juice in this thing, and it's been absolutely fantastic.
that's great. Click on that link.
Oh no! What did Dire Thing find? I swear. Yeah, Pat's got an interesting question about shipping stuff. Oh wow, that is actually a tire fighter. That's hilarious. I gotta save that picture now because just because. Tire fighter. Oh boy. Yeah, Pat was telling me, you know, he had one of those the Juggernaut V2 shipped from Canada because QP Design is in Canada over to Ireland, and they charged him like I forget what it was, like $25.50 custom charges, I guess. But then they charged him another $18 and something, and it just says other. And he's like, "Where's this other money going?" They couldn't even tell him where that money is going to or why they charged it.
Now, does Canada charge money to export things?
You know, the way they had it worded on the picture, I was looking at the picture that he sent, and I was just like, "Oh, Great Tower sent me a shirt picture." Here we go. 2020. It's got a 1-star rating. It says very bad, would not recommend. That's pretty good, Great Tower. Yeah, I don't know what that charge custom clearing service charges separate sometimes in UPS. Yeah, this was UPS, Dire Thing. So what is it wasn't even listed under customs. That's what doesn't make sense to me. They put it as other, and it said custom charges 0. So I'm like, okay, well, which one is it?
So it's like an administrative fee?
Well, I mean, I guess y'all can see the tracking. It's already done. I got a picture of it. But yeah, it's a COD label from UPS with its tracking number, COD tag number, freight charges 0, VAT 0, taxes $25.20, customs duty 0, and then it says other $18.45.
Dire Thing says they charge you for filling out the paperwork. Well, ain't that some shit?
They charge you that's an administrative fee.
That's what it sounds like.
It doesn't. It wouldn't surprise me because it's like, you know, but it sucks because I know because that's why I don't order stuff. Hey, Mick, we're gonna have to have a talk about your volume, bud. You have a microphone literally this close to your face, and I have to turn my TV up double what I normally do just to be able to hear you.
I still couldn't hear him.
Yeah, I was
screaming at the TV. What? What'd he say?
To give you an example, normally when I watch YouTube videos, my TV is set at 24 on the volume. I can hear everything fine, especially myself. I could probably turn it down for myself. But when I go to watch Mick, all the way up to 50, and I still can't hear him. I'm like, what?
Well, it's not.
Is he
Mick, it's not like
into
that
the
on your
microphone?
live shows. It's only on the review videos.
Yeah, does he turn it? Are you adjusting the sound during your? Nothing wrong with my volume.
Or maybe there's a setting somewhere that got changed that you didn't realize.
It's my cheap telly. Maybe it is. I'll try. You know what? I know the speakers down here work great, so I'll try it on here. Maybe it is the cheap telly. Telly. It's a cheap telly. I got a Buff City. We got buffering?
I don't have any buffering.
I don't see any buffer.
Buffering. Remember that headache medicine buffering?
Whispering sweet
Buffering,
nothings. Well, I do got to I got to redo my drink. We're going to take apart the Violator here in a minute. You know, this would have been great for David. I got some stuff coming next week, guys. That's going to take the entire show to show y'all.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's a really complicated device. I mean, it's not, but it is. It's not one of the cheapest devices you can buy on the market, that's for sure. And I bought 2 of them, so there you go. I also have a cool tank coming that I've been trying to get, and then finally Element Vape got the tank in, so I'm getting that tank also. So, but the other thing I got's got, just to give y'all a hint, has a lot of accessories for it, and I bought like almost all the accessories you can get, besides a couple things that were sold out, but I got them. Did I see the DNA scrotum mod? No.
It's Jen.
Yeah, I don't know where Jed came from, but you know.
Jed.
I know.
Oh, hey, Jed.
Jed.
Timekeeper says, I had extra charges on my QP orders as well, only a couple of dollars. My bank statement listed them as simply international charges. Demillion, you're such a smart cookie. Don't let nobody
Not
tell you
only
you're
did
not.
he get one,
Well, okay, this is, all right. Since DeMillen's already brought the cat out of the bag, I got the Abyss. I ordered the Abyss. At first, I was going to order like a colored one, right? But the blue didn't look like real blue to me. So I saw that there's a place over in Africa that sells custom plates and buttons and drip tip, all kinds of stuff for it. And I was like, well, if I'm going to do that, then I should get solid black. So I did that. Now, I was looking at Element Vape, all right? Element Vape, the blue color is listed as Tidal. Tidal, Tidal, not like title of your car. So I'm looking at it, I'm going, that's not really blue. So then I was like, you know what? Let me check some other websites. So I looked up, I forgot what the other website was, but when I pulled it up, the blue actually looks blue. And I was like, oh, I want the blue one. So I quickly contacted Element and I was like, hey, can I change? This is what really gets under my skin, right? My order said processing all night, all morning, right? So I emailed them and go, hey, my order hasn't shipped yet. Can I get this color instead of this one? Within 2 minutes, I got an email. Your order's been shipped. I was like, really? Now you...
too late. Sorry, we should.
Now you, so then they emailed me after that saying, yeah, sorry, it already went to our shipping department. I'm like, yeah, after I emailed y'all. Son of a guns.
So what did you do next?
What do you mean, what did I do next?
Mm-hmm.
That was it. I mean, so since I couldn't get the color changed, I went to another website. They actually has 15% off right now until, I guess, 3 or 4 more hours from now. And then the price goes back up. So normally those mods, to give y'all an idea, UK money, it's about 95 pounds. Hey, I'm not even good with pounds. US dollars, $125 for each mod that you want. Now, the other big thing is all the accessories for that mod are extra. All the bridges, it's basically a billet box on steroids. So the reason I like this is because it takes 18650 or 2700 or 21700, single battery. But it comes with the bridge for Nautilus coils, which I got a bunch of, which I got from Jen. You can buy a bridge for the PNP coils or the GTX coils, same bridge. You also can get a bridge for the EUC coils. They got a bridge for the Caliburn G coils, and they got another bridge for the Nord, the Smoke Nord. So it takes all those different coils, which I think is pretty damn versatile. So
Indeed, he did, Demon.
so why buy two? Yeah, there you go. So he was greedy and bought two. Well, they're from two different places. And the reason I got the second one is because I was like, you know what? I really like blue. Everybody knows I like blue. And this one is blue and black, which I really like the blue and black. So, and every review I've seen of this after I bought them, every review I've seen, everybody has either the classic one, which is basically a silver, or the solid black. I haven't seen anybody with a colored one yet. Somebody in chat may have a colored one. I don't know. I have not seen one review of a colored
Dave
one yet.
wants a link. And, you know,
Yes,
but
I
yeah,
can get you a link.
He wouldn't have gotten me one had they allowed him to change the color before they
You know what? Let me find you a link to the one that's on sale, because the other one is going to cost you a little bit more. So if you get the one that's on sale...
Shut up, Demon.
It's not that
I could
site.
delete your comment, you know.
Where did the site
He
go?
has the power.
It's not coming up. I can almost think of the name of it. Oh, I know what it is. All right, link is incoming as soon as I can get on the site and bring it up here. Because they have a coupon code right now. The coupon code is VAPE15. That gets you 15% off of all that good stuff.
It's
These
a
guys,
coupon code.
these guys don't have all the accessories, but they do sell the mod, and I think they have pretty much every color. So if you put this, and they don't charge.
Don't have the mod and the mod accessories.
Right. So the live event is over. Oh shit! I'm on.
Sue.
I was typing on Jen's channel. This event's over. Okay. There's a link to it right there. Coupon code is VAPE15 if y'all want to get 15% off. I know $125 is not a cheap mod. I highly suggest y'all go watch reviews of it, because I don't want y'all to buy something and go, well, that stupid Scuba told me to get... Go watch reviews on it, except for Jay Hayes' review. Whatever. So, hold
Calling
on.
somebody out by name.
I got to get a drink. Well, if you watched it, you'd understand. He got, okay. There's also...
But shouldn't they watch the bad reviews instead of just the good reviews, too?
Okay.
I mean, I think anybody that watches Jay Hayes knows that he's the showman.
To his credit, he was trying to do everything. He bought the little... It's a bridge, but it's an RDA that you can put in there.
Yep.
I can't think of the name of it right now. It's some kind of high class hell. Okay, that was the link to the one. If you go to Element Vape, they sell most of the accessories.
I don't want an
except for the few
accessory
that are...
named High Class Hell.
No.
Sounds like a pain in the butt.
All right, let me bring this one up. You know, if you're in the UK, if y'all watched the Bitches Bargains sale that came on earlier, it's called the Ether RBA. Damn, I couldn't remember that. And he got nothing. Yeah, thanks, Arnie. Now that the Ether. He was getting dead short. Check atomizer, dead short, check atomizer. I don't know what, yeah, it is an all-in-one, Wally. It is an all-in-one. Hold on to the tank when take yours shot across the room. David, do you have, yeah, they do, they have purple, but I would get green. They have a green also, DeMillan. Just saying. They have a green, they have a purple, they have all them colors.
Yeah, but I'm stuck with black because, you know, he's going to give me the one he doesn't want. If he decides to give it to me at all, he could just keep them both for himself because he does that. He did buy me a t-shirt, though, that says, I'm not antisocial, I'm anti-stupid. but they won't let me wear it to work.
Aw.
It's got a kitten flipping the bird. It's very cute. The green's sold out. Well, yes, I know he does have 2 hands. I'm aware that he's got 2 hands.
I know y'all. You see, you're saying, "Oh, I'm stuck with black." Number one, black is also is a great. The green is sold out, really, on both sites, on Element Vape and my V Pro. I'd be surprised because I think Element Vape has the green, but Element Vape charges adult signature fee, and then. But on Element Vape, if you spend over $100, it's free shipping. So you can go that route. Clearly up to you guys. I love the way that I love the battery door, the way it's a half turn closed deal. I like that. The thing I like about it the most is it's one mod that's very small that takes all types of coils. You don't need all these different devices. You got one device that takes all these different types of coils or an RDA, and you're done. And it's like a little, there you go. Yeah, 3F Vape definitely will be cheaper, Gray Tower. It's just going to take you longer to get it.
Hello, Stina.
Oh my God, that's strong. Boy, we're going to have a fun show tonight. All right. Woo! So, what is on the bed? What the heck?
Laundry?
It looks like a dude up there.
No, it's laundry that I've been hoping that you get tired of shuffling it back and forth and then you
DeMillan.
might actually fold it, but no.
I bought all the bridges. I got all the bridges. Element Vapes, they don't have the black one in stock, which is the one I need. They only had stainless steel, but I bought the bridge kit that's got them all in there, and I bought the Ether RDA on top of that. And I bought, what else did I buy for that thing? Let's see. The drip tip kit, the bridge pack, and the Ether RBA. They didn't have the side-by-side kit, which the side-by-side kit, what it does is it adds a 510 on there so you can screw your own RDA on top of it up to 25 millimeter, and it'll fit on there. And then the other side is just a cap to cover your battery, whether it be 18650 or 21700 or 2700. Just a pretty versatile mod. I mean, I like innovative type stuff. That right there to me is kind of innovative. But and I gotta agree with some of the reviewers saying you're ripping from everybody else's devices to make your own, which is true. You have to put that. It doesn't even come with a coil at all. It does not come with a coil. The only bridge it comes with is a knotless bridge. So if you don't have any knotless coils, you can't even vape it. So be aware of that. So if you don't buy any bridges, you're stuck on the other side of the bridge. That's all I know to tell you. You got to have some bridges. So I ordered the bridges from Element. The blue color I ordered from my V Pro because I didn't want to order again from from Element Vape just because, even though I know they ship quick. So I'm hoping that my V Pro, they've never usually shipped too slow, so I'm gonna order. I ordered from them. You have a bridge for sale? Okay, Arnie. Got to get that bridge. What's up, Jazzy?
V-Pro. You know, that was my, did they used to be my Vapor Pro?
My V Pro? I don't know.
I want to say that was the very first site that we ever bought from was my Vapor Pro.
It might be. I mean, my V Pro's been around for a while, though. I've ordered from them before and not had any issues, so. Lost Vape. Oh, boy. The Lost Vape. Oh, there it is. The Ursa. The one with the battery door that shoots off into blue yonders. It's a shame that nobody will ever see that, you know.
What?
Stupid
Your
YouTube
battery
algorithm.
Door fly off?
Yeah, no, it's because, you know, the YouTube algorithm, you got to have a lot of people. It don't even matter if you hit like or dislike. The more people click that, then it brings up YouTube's algorithm where they'll see the video. But My main problem is my show is 2 hours, and when they see that it's 2 hours, they're like, "Nope," click, they turn it right off. So, which I can understand that people don't have time to watch a 2 hour show, and you don't got time to watch a 2 hour show. I'll tell you.
They're lost.
Whoo, that is strong. What is in there?
Well, hello, Smashly.
Smashly. I think our cat, one of our cats is pregnant.
Yep.
I should have got the goose. Yeah, there you go, timekeeper. Live and learn.
So why did me saying Smashly's name make you think of a pregnant cat?
Because you say hello, Smashly. Because I'm thinking, what else could be in there? Unless you're talking about the dog.
Ashley is in chat. Smashly.
Oh, oh, Smashly. I get it. Smashly. Oh, she's the one, that
Bless
Aries
his
did the
heart.
video on about the, now that I can't remember it, the minerals.
Yes. Yeah.
What did I say to Munchkin
I
here?
can't remember what it
I
is.
have it on,
Go
oh,
check
it
on
must be in Messenger. Let's just remind everybody of Munchkin's answers.
Look, Aries knows it. There he is right there. Magnesium,
right
iron,
before
silicate
this.
hydroxide.
Oh, there we go.
Hi, Aries. How you doing? I'm sorry, I'm not being talkative. I'm
Are
actually...
you magnesium, iron, silicate hydroxide? Jen is kind of stumped right now.
Yeah, I have no idea what
That stupid video is over 600K. That's it. Yeah, there you go, Aries. I guess Jen's gonna look it up. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I can't even hear Jen.
Magnesium
She's
is what?
muted, so.
Mg. Iron is Fe.
That's
Unmute
not it.
yourself.
I tried that too.
Oh,
just-
okay.
I hear nobody.
You don't hear me?
I can hear her.
Wait,
Oh.
y'all are talking, but what the heck?
Scuba broke it again.
Did my phone just take over?
Probably.
Whoa!
I don't know what he did. Yeah, Aries says just Google the words.
Okay. Select. And start.
There we go. Can I hear
Well,
you now?
now I can't hear
now
Jen.
Now I can hear y'all.
Well, I can't
I
hear
am
her.
rather
Oh,
impressed.
there we go.
though.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
rather impressed that I knew what the two-letter abbreviations were for the.
I Googled it yesterday.
components.
Well, I was trying to think that too, and I'm like, all right, my brain's just not. I don't
But
get
I'm like,
it. And he was like, Google it.
MGFE
Yeah.
doesn't spell jack
Yeah.
shit, so.
Yeah. I did the same thing. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny.
Oh, yeah, it's hilarious.
I got Munchkin with it, so it was cool.
Yeah, I laughed quite heartily at work, and I'm glad my boss didn't come in and go, "What are you laughing at?" Because
There's a city here in Georgia named.
Yeah.
coming. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have that city. Or I did have that city.
And whenever they have that, like whenever you see an article that says, like the dirtiest city name in every state, they never list that one.
No,
Like
they don't.
what? I don't remember. I can't
Because
remember.
it's also the name of an engine
Well, because they always, I think they always
and someone's
list like
last name.
they list like Ball Ground or something like that as the dirtiest city name. I'm like, hello.
The
Right.
engine is Cummins with a INS at
Oh,
the end, no
okay,
G.
Close enough.
That's awesome, Aries. 648,000. Hell yeah, more power to you on that one. Cha-ching! You know what? Because people see it and they're like, "Oh, I got to show somebody this," and then they share it. Then they share it to the next
Did you
person.
eat the rest of my Fritos?
Yeah, there was only a couple in there, and they were
There
going to
was
go
still
bad.
hummus left.
There was crumbs
Now I've
left
got
of Fritos.
hummus and no Fritos.
The store's right down the street.
Well, then you should have no problem getting there and back.
You know what I'm missing that I really don't understand why it's missing. Is the remote for the Dyson? It's been missing for the last couple of weeks. I've looked
It's
everywhere. I can't find
got
it.
to be around there somewhere.
I'm worried about the whole did it fall in the trash issue, because that happens, you know.
Well,
I'm going
Gray,
to ban
there's
you
a
from having trash cans next to your desk or table.
Well, I did.
there's a few that are really funny, like there's Hell, Michigan, and there's Intercourse, Pennsylvania, and you know. But in Georgia, we have a city named Cumming,
Yeah.
spelled with a U.
Hmm.
I am munchless.
Not even
RS.
trying. It's not even trying to be
Make that
something else.
650K. He's getting updates constantly. It went from 648 to 650, just like that. Hell yeah. I can't wait. I'm gonna pull this apart because it's about empty now. That's about as
You
low
go
as you
ahead
can
and
get
pull
this.
that apart.
Well, you know, that's what I'm gonna do is pull it apart.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna watch a cobra drink from a Sprite bottle.
A
He's so
cobra.
thirsty. Yes. They
Oh.
rescued him from a fishing
put-
net.
Oh, I think it's drinking water though. Right?
Yeah, he's drinking water out of the 2-liter Sprite bottle.
He's watched the count since yesterday. Did the people in the last house give up on trying to get? No, they did not give up on that, Pat. I've already been to court on that. I'm sorry you missed that. The judge awarded him right at $8,000. Yeah, congrats to that guy.
On money he'll never get.
Yeah, he ain't getting a damn
Trying to get
dime.
blood from stone. I mean, come
No.
on.
The judge was so crooked, it was not even funny. I was like, man,
Oh,
is this
she
guy?
was not.
She was too. She was
She
like,
was not.
look, you were there. She was like, can I admit this into evidence? And I'm like, yeah, because she was like, well, we don't have to take this. And they were going to postpone it. And I was like, well, I don't want to go through the whole postpone thing. Number one, they didn't serve my ex-wife at all. So they dismissed her case completely. So I even told the judge after she awarded him that money, I'm like, so what about her? Well, unless you got a grudge against Miss Andrews,
That's
blah,
not
blah,
what
blah.
she said.
She did too. She did.
She did not.
I
She
should have
said-
recorded it.
She said, you certainly have a case for that, but that would have to be handled separately. So in other words, you'd have to go sue
You don't remember her
She
saying.
did not say
do you have-
anything about a grudge.
She said, do you
She
have something
did
against
not.
Miss Andrews?
No, she
Boy, I
did.
wish I
She
would've
said
recorded
you
that.
certainly have something against her, but you'd have to file that case separately. She didn't mean a grudge. She meant that you would have to sue her on your own the same way he sued you guys.
For real, though.
That is what she meant. It wasn't a grudge. And you can sue her if you
Well,
want.
I don't understand why she wasn't on the case to begin with.
She was
I mean,
supposed to be,
They
but they
didn't serve her
correctly.
properly. That was it. They damn sure served me in another state, but they can't serve somebody in the exact same county. Literally not even 2 miles away from the old
Yeah,
house.
and he does have grounds, but the outcome would be the same. She doesn't have the money to pay it either. So what's the fucking point? you know,
Go get the ex. Dave, I'm not worried about it, honestly.
why spend the money to file and go through all that bullshit again to be in the same exact position that the landlord's in? Ain't nobody getting shit, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I think how hard it was to serve the congressman. All right, let's see if we can get this thing apart. Yeah,
well,
this-
guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. It's good to see you guys. Thank you guys for those of you who came to my show earlier, and see you next week. Hopefully, me and Peach will be I didn't even illustrate that Michelle was not there because she got a job. She can't.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering. I was like, is Michelle just, but okay,
Yeah,
she's working.
She can't make. She couldn't make it. Well, she could make it, but she would basically have to like get off work and immediately start casting. And she's all like, "I'd have been working for 8 hours, and I just don't think I
Yeah.
could do another 2 hours like immediately." And I mean, which I can't argue with that. I wouldn't want to do it either. So So
Oh,
yeah,
I
so I asked Peach if she would be available, and she said she would. So,
cool.
yeah, so it'll be the Jen and Peach show.
Oh,
Alrighty,
so
guys.
that wasn't just a one night thing. That's like
I hope
gonna.
not. I mean, she said usually she's free around that time. So like,
Oh,
I
okay.
guess maybe she
Well,
may not always be free, but I'm hoping that she will be because I don't want to do it by myself.
right. So it's
Anyway,
up in the air thing,
it
kind of
is kind
thing.
of up in the air, but I'm hoping to make it a regular thing. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. And remember, you can get 10% off your order at higgysigs.com if you use the coupon code MIXIN. And
Mixing.
I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye. Let's see, where's the leave the meeting? Leave the
Richard said your coils are crooked.
meeting. Y'all have fun.
Bye.
Jeez. I can't get a break, I'm telling you. Well, I'm sorry, Aries didn't make these coils. You know, wow, this one's heating up way faster than the other one. I'm gonna have to do something about that.
That sounded very Forrest Gumpy.
I got to do something about that. Coils are like a box of chocolates.
Hey, Tony.
Oh no, it's Tony.
Aries says, I haven't made coils in a good while. Is that about the same as a good while?
You know, yeah, a good bit and a good while. That's very similar. So I think it's, you know, Aries, you're gonna fall out of practice, man. I don't know if it's the same thing as riding a bicycle. So if you don't do coils soon, you might, you know, you're gonna fall out of practice. What are we gonna do? Well, I mean, we're gonna do what we've been doing, I guess, but still, he's got to have his own. I doubt that Aries is out there buying coils. I mean, or seriously, is this not a flathead?
My beverage is empty now.
Mine was, but I thought this was. Oh, it is flathead. Well, why wouldn't it stick in on that? There we go.
I don't know. Did you get it in the hole?
I got it in the hole. Yeah. Oh, that one was a little loose. Okay, that'll change everything. Always double check your post, guys. Make sure that your screws are tight, because if they're not, you're definitely going to have one coil that heats up faster than the other one. Then you're going to end up with issues. I have now that mesh screen that I have in there for the airflow is for dual coil. The other screens that the Violator comes with, they do have some in here for single coil, which I don't want to dig that out, but it's down in there. They have single coil ones that just have basically a line through the center. So if you're going to run single coil, you could do that. You definitely have screws loose. Aries, I would not deny you on that one right there. I believe you. Oh my goodness. I can't even find where my cotton's supposed to separate at. There we go. That Muji cotton. You know what? I told y'all I was going to use that QP Designs cotton. That's what we're going to do right now. Because they sent me this cotton. I didn't order this cotton. So
what did they send you?
They sent me a bag of snow cotton.
Wow.
The latest. It's kind of weird because they sold out of the Violator, right? And then yesterday or the day before, they posted a video on how to build the Violator. Isn't that kind of stepping back? You should post that video right before the release of the RTA or during the release of it. Don't post the video after it sells out.
Well, why not? Now everybody's got them. Here's how you build them.
Yeah, that's no.
Unless they've created an artificial shortage and they fully do intend on releasing more.
That would be wrong.
They gauge
but
interest.
I don't doubt that happening.
Why are you creeping? You after snacks.
What in the world?
I got Pop-Tarts.
Okay, it comes like this. This feels interesting.
It's right there. What are you gonna give me for it? I don't want to kiss you, weirdo.
This is gonna be too thick.
Where are the children? Did you drug them? They're quiet.
Children
No.
are very quiet for some reason.
Can always tell when she's coming after snacks. She walks in all slowly, not making eye contact.
I don't understand. They have more snacks than we do.
Apparently, we have better snacks.
Then buy the better snacks. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, she can start buying her own snacks and hiding them up here if she's trying to hide them from the rest of her family.
Well, if she does that, I might be tempted to eat some of them.
She doesn't have to tell us where they're at. We're just, what are you doing digging around in our closet? Nothing. As she scurries out the door.
Oh, damn.
I mean, for a while, I had Snickers ice cream bars hidden in a box of freezer burned fish sticks. They were in there so long, I forgot I had them because no one else would touch them.
Gonna take
You do what
this
you got to
piece
do.
of cotton and put it back in there. So they're like folded up little legs of cotton that they put in here, which I appreciate that because that works out really well.
My mom used to give me brandy when I got sick and had a bad cough to help me go to sleep.
We're gonna put the Muji up. You know, wouldn't it be cool if this cotton actually tasted better than the Muji? I've been using Muji for so long.
It's cotton. How's it going to taste any different?
Well, sometimes cotton soaks up the liquid better, depending on the cotton itself. It's a possibility that this may do that. It feels different. I don't know how to tell you. The cotton feels different.
You talking about Ready X-Wick, Pat?
What was the name that no one bought? Oh, I have some of that cotton. No, it was that rabbit cotton. I have some of that cotton still. I don't know where the hell it went. And I don't know why they sent it to me. Why did they send me that cotton?
I don't know.
I was no reviewer or anything, really, so I don't know why they sent me that cotton. But, yeah, I got some of it.
But you don't know the name of it?
No, I can't remember. I do still have some, but it's been so long ago, I can't remember the name of it. I think it's got the word rabbit or something in there. And not the dead rabbit. It's
some rodent cotton. my beverage. Oh, that's what I should make her do.
Yeah, there you go.
In exchange for snacks.
Call her in there. Just whistle or something. They're used to that.
I can't whistle that loud.
That's hilarious. I'll work on your whistling technique. I got the perfect way for you to practice. Ah, boy,
Are you saying myself. I have to pucker my lips that small?
No, actually, you got to keep your you got to keep your lips open. All right, so we're gonna take.
Gonna need more ice.
A cat that steals a footstool. We got a cat that steals everything. So here's my Heisenberg.
1, 2 liquor, and then I have sodas. No, not 1, 2. Don't pour half a bottle of bourbon in my cup.
Yeah, that would be way too strong.
Smooth.
Yeah, Demon Hunter. I think women are quick thinkers. Damn it.
This is the one we think might be Prego. This little itty bitty tiny thing.
Yeah, you should. If you see the other one, show the other one because that cat is nowhere near as big as the other cat.
She's like still kitten size. Oh, look at you. She just flopped down.
She's used to the kids picking her up, and she's like, "Well, guess I'm laying here now," because the kids don't let go.
She's so tiny, though. I can't imagine how small the little kittens will be. That is if she's pregnant, not just fat.
Pat, it's not jammed in there, bud. I don't know if I can explain that to you or try to show you. It's not in there too tight. And besides the fact, if you look in here, you can see that my cotton, it's not even going all the way down. This thing's got such a gigantic juice hole on both sides. It ain't even funny. So if I get a dry hit, I'll be really surprised. Really surprised. But yeah, it's a lot of cotton. It's because I'm not used to wicking with this cotton, but maybe it's a little much. We're going to find out real soon. I guarantee that. I guarantee you. A Flow Rider lyric? Was I quoting a Flow Rider lyric? I don't know.
She went that way.
All right. That should be good. This is just the single battery.
She might be in the bathroom. They like
Jackaroo. And I got the dual battery Jackaroo right here. I don't know why. I don't even know why there's a battery in this one right now, to be honest with you. All right, let's put this thing back together.
We never call her here, kitty, kitty. We just make weird noises at her until she comes
the
out.
Violator. So that's the juice flow open, juice flow closed now. That's silver right there. That's juice flow closed. It has the billet style connector. So clockwise turn, and then you got these gigantic
Doesn't she feel
fill
chunky?
holes. Does she feel chunky? Yeah. Like a bag of potatoes. That cat is huge.
She's not huge. She's tiny. She's itty bitty.
Oh, she's tiny except for her belly where all them kittens are. I'm telling you, she's going to have 9 tuplets.
Oh, my sister wants a kitten.
Yeah, and Katie said she knows somebody that wants 2 of them if they're boys. Why is there got to be stipulations?
I don't know. I'm sure there'll be boys.
Boys will be boys. Oh, blow my whistle. Yeah, I know that song there, King Cobra. All right, let's go back to the main screen, which is going to look wrong because Jen was on here and now she's not.
Fix your shit. Wipe that up. You just smeared
Whoa!
that across your desk.
It's Aries and Smashly. Yeah,
What?
Smashly.
Where? Oh,
You don't
there
see
they
them?
are. There's people.
Is that a Crown
There they go.
4 kit? That is a Crown 4 kit that Aries has. I mean,
that
that Aries has, that Smashly has. Jesus. That's a Crown 4 kit. What is Aries vaping? Probably some quadruplex 21700 mod or something. Here we go.
Hey, she did a pretty good job at making that drink.
Hey, I don't want to be on TikTok. I'm just saying.
Oh, hold it.
Through the headset. But for some reason,
I
through the
can
headset.
No,
hear
buffer
you.
in here, Harry.
I hear him just fine.
Yeah, I can hear him.
There we go.
Ah, there we go.
Now you, I've been talking all this
Loose connection on
time.
Headset.
I was like, oh,
see
Smashly
your
has
lips moving.
the Crown 4 mod, and Aries is probably vaping some quadruple duplex 18650 mod. Oh, a T class and a G class. Okay, he's got a lot of class.
Contrary to some people.
That was a horrible pun, dear.
I thought it was pretty good. Come on, for a dude.
He's
I don't-
got a lot of
I don't quick think like women do. That was pretty good.
All right.
Oh, that's a gold fatality.
That needs to be
Damn.
refilled. Badly. I like it.
Wow. Yeah, those are like, hell, you can't even get, they never even made a clone of the gold one. You could buy the silver or black, but you couldn't get a clone gold one.
I'm trying to remember who gave me mine because I didn't buy it. Someone gave
Roger
it to
bought me my gold one.
It may have been Speed. May have
Yeah,
been?
that's what it was. Speed.
It
sent
was
to me.
Speed? Okay. Yeah, Speed got in another car accident. Did you see that?
Another one?
Yeah.
We need
No.
to change his name from Speed to Slow.
Crash.
Bump.
No,
Yeah.
let's call him Crash. No,
Crash Bandicoot and shit.
I'm real quiet. Okay, hold on.
You're not to me. You sound the
Speed?
same volume as everybody else.
Yeah, he sounds good. Aries is
He
real quiet.
talks quiet on a general basis.
Not that quiet, but I mean, I've got the mic pulled out, so I
Oh
don't
wow,
know.
that's plenty. It's plenty loud enough for me. I don't know why everybody else thinks it's low. I can hear Smashly,
just fine.
so it's fine. I think.
Finally got some of my artwork up.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
Oh, is that the little bitty Yoda? Not the
Yep.
little Yoda, but the little
Baby Yoda
Yeah.
is, you can't really see it obviously from this distance, but it's Baby Yoda and he's playing with two action figures. He's got Luke in one hand and Darth Vader in the other hand.
Ah. Oh, did you see? Oh, or even hear about this debacle?
Oh, I saw where you'd sent me the link to those, which it's not really something that I was really looking for, but
Okay. Well, this
He wasn't looking for it either, but he bought it anyway.
well,
I
they're
don't have
normally
room.
they're normally $300. They had it on
right, and they
sale
had it for like 60 or something like that.
yeah, $69. Okay, this was the problem.
Anyway,
It only connected to 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, right? But the problem is when I got on 2.4 gigahertz, it would say, no, you're not connected to the internet. So I messaged UBTech, the makers that made the thing. And I was like, they're never going to fix, because it's been 2 years. They're never going to do anything. And within a week, they sent me multiple emails and I said, look, here's the problem. I sent them a video. I was like, this is what it's doing. Well, you can try resetting the robot. And next thing I know, they go, we've made a fix. Please try your robot again. And I was like, sure you did. And I did it, and it automatically started downloading all the config files. I was like, holy crap. And it worked.
Yeah, no,
So-
even though some of those companies don't seem dominant in the US anymore, they're still very dominant overseas. And yeah, a lot of the, especially mega companies, startup companies like that, they
Yeah.
will pump out a firmware like that.
2 years later, I mean, I'll just raise
Yeah.
hell with them. And they were like, yeah, we're going to work on a fix. And they did. They freaking
Well,
fixed
that's
it.
like, okay, so I have the big Lego Millennium Falcon. Not the biggest one, but it's a pretty good sized one.
Yeah.
And I bought a light kit for it. So the entire
Oh.
thing lights up. Well,
Cool.
the front lights are supposed to strobe. According to the listing, they're supposed to strobe. Well, when I got it all hooked up and installed, they didn't strobe. So I contacted them. They're like, oh, well, we changed that. I'm like, well, if that's the case, then you need to update your page and say that they don't strobe anymore. Oh, well, do you want them to strobe? Yes.
That's
Yes,
why
I do.
Yeah, I do.
They're like, we'll have it to you by end of week. This was on a Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
They're in China.
Wow.
It was here on Thursday.
Damn.
Nice. Oh, did y'all see my shirt?
2 different LEDs, just a
Did y'all
Do
see
what?
my shirt? Y'all didn't see my shirt. Y'all came in late. All right, I got to show y'all.
Show
this.
them your shirt, dear.
okay.
No kids on the block, the flu fighters, no cure, Miley virus.
Offspring.
That's freaking awesome.
System of a lockdown.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's freaking awesome. I was like, oh, I got to have that shirt. That is the best COVID reminder of any shirt I can get right
But
there.
where are the tribbles? Sorry, no Star Trek here. No. I mean, what you guys can't really see is, let me trim this over here. I have the entire series of busts.
Yeah, see, and then I saw that they got like full
Kaylee.
stormtrooper outfits and stuff, and they're ridiculously expensive. I was like, yeah,
Hey, Gail.
$300,000. What's up,
Hey, Gail.
Gail? Yeah, that's why when I saw the stormtrooper, I was like, well, I'm at least gonna send it Aries, and he can't say I didn't tell him. So there you go.
I see something in your little tiny hand there.
She got a
What's
package
weird-
of these things.
Of little tiny hands.
Yeah, a 10-pack.
Why did you
10
buy
pack.
a 10-pack of tiny
Because-
hands?
Because they didn't sell them in just in a single pair. You should
So
buy
I've
5
got
pair.
the Zoom screen over the YouTube screen, so I had a weird double image of a little itty bitty hand. That was kind of creepy. It didn't look right at all.
Time to behave. Mama Gail Bops is here. There you go.
Oh, but I do have some news.
Oh, news is good.
Okay, so
Alcohol now affects you?
no,
Oh,
still
damn.
no. So, some of you may have been partially in the loop on this. I know Gail was, but thank you, COVID. It actually served some good.
Yeah.
So, part of my yearly checkup requires blood work. Okay, that's pretty standard.
So they can tell you what else you're allergic to now.
Pretty much, yeah. So they sent me to the hospital to get the blood work, and I'm like, look, I know how much this blood work costs. I don't have insurance. I'm gonna need to apply for financial assistance to pay for this. And they're like, okay, well, come on into this office and we'll get you all set up. I'm like, cool. I had all my paperwork. I already knew, going in that I would have to have all this stuff together. And so I get in there and she's like, oh, well, Kentucky has a new program going because of COVID. I'm like, okay. She's like, give me your paperwork. And she starts punching it in the computer. And then she does this printout and she says, you just need to sign this. And then I'll give you another printout. I'm like, okay. So I went through all that. And she's like, you'll get a card in the mail here in about 2 weeks. Okay. So I get this card in the mail. I call the number on the card. I'm like, what all is this for? And they're like, oh, well, we're going to cover basically anything that you need.
Damn.
Gears start spinning. My amputation was in 2011. I got my prosthetic in November of 2011.
That's 10 years.
Yeah, with a lifespan of about 3 for those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave me a new leg.
You got new legs.
Wow.
Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs.
It's not the top of the line, but it's still,
new.
Yeah, it's new. This
Properly fitted.
Properly fit. It doesn't
And
slosh. The
free.
hydraulic works. It's got Bluetooth. It's got an app.
What
Your
the
leg
hell?
has Bluetooth.
My leg has a Bluetooth and it has an app. Yes.
From that
What do
card? What the hell? That's crazy. So they're just like, yeah, you just need to sign this and this, and then
Pretty much. So it's basically the same situation as a few people down in Georgia. That they had a program like that down there through all this as well, and they were able to get various things taken care of that they otherwise wouldn't have been. So,
So it's like a temporary state
John Keel,
insurance.
I actually already
Get all your shit
have
done
a
now?
running blade. Yeah, because it's good until August 31st.
Yeah, the end of August right now.
Yeah, I think it's August 31st.
So they're like, hurry up, get all your shit
Well,
fixed
it was
now.
It was originally ending May 31st, and they
Crazy.
told me on May 5th that they would do the leg for me.
Yeah.
Possibly, they're like, go talk as long as this is medically necessary. I'm like, well, I have to have a
Hey,
a leg
Breeze.
to walk. They're like, okay, well, that would technically be considered medically
That's
necessary.
pretty necessary.
Well, they initially declined or denied part of the code for the leg, which was the actual just encompassing code. So the orthopedic company, they were like, well, we'll just write that off.
you lost me,
And-
John Q.
As long as they'll pay for the rest of it, we'll write off this piece. And
Right.
so, yeah, 100% free leg.
That's
Very nice.
freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, that after all of the write-offs and
You're like, you're
discounts
going
and
to
yada,
pay
yada,
for
yada,
whatever I need?
they billed the insurance company $53,000 for this thing.
Damn.
All because you needed blood work done.
All because I needed blood work done
That's the
During
weird
COVID.
thing about that.
during COVID.
Yeah.
But no, I actually
Wow.
have a running blade. I got a running blade through the Challenged Athletes Foundation
You little
last
tink tink
year.
too.
I just haven't really learned how to
Tink
use it
tink.
properly
Poor
yet.
little tink tink.
Poor little
Yeah.
tank tank.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that guy murdered his wife, so he's not real pulling
Oh,
on tank
Oscar?
cake anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oscar Pistorius.
Pistorius,
Or,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, someone asked me if I was going to join the Olympics like him. I said, you know, if I do, hey, great. I just, don't want to
Watch
kill
out,
my
Ash.
fiance.
Please don't.
John Q, you could probably get
Don't
a
get up and go
car
to the
if you
bathroom in the
could.
middle of the night.
He killed his fiance and stuffed her in like a suitcase or something, right?
No, he shot her through the bathroom door and claimed he thought she was an intruder in the middle of the night that was just chilling in his bathroom for some reason with the door
I
shut and
thought
the light
they
on.
found her in like a suitcase or something.
No, he ended up calling the police.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Okay.
they thought that they said that no, you didn't think she was an intruder. If you thought she was an intruder, you could have rolled over, grabbed your cell phone, and called the police, not fired blindly through a closed bathroom door.
Want to bet?
The whole situation was a little. There was no reason for him to think she was an intruder. Yeah, He woke up, fiance wasn't in the bed, the bathroom door shut with the light on. Your mind would not first go to it's an intruder. It would be my girlfriend or my wife is in the bathroom.
Right.
Like
I mean,
normal people would.
if you're cohabitating and normally sleeping in the same bed, you're going to notice that person's not right beside you.
Right.
Or
And
at
the
least you
bathroom
would
door shut
assume
and the
so.
lights on.
Right.
Yeah.
Gail, I don't know
Or
if you
they'll
caught.
take-
You probably didn't catch it because I know Bunny was like, "Well, what are you getting?" And y'all didn't never
Now,
read the
I
comment.
get, the whole things are a lot more dangerous in South Africa than they are
Right.
in Jostmo, USA. But still, I mean, he didn't exactly live in the ghettos or the slums.
And
of
it's
South
not
Africa.
like
He lived
she
in a
came
pretty
home in the middle of the
upscale
night
area.
and he wasn't expecting her to be there and there was somebody clanging around in the other room. They went to sleep next to each other that night and he woke up in the middle of the night. She was not in the bed and the bathroom door was shut and he just no.
Sorry,
A rich white man ain't gonna go to jail for that unless they've got a little bit more evidence.
Checking the numbers again.
Yeah, checking the numbers.
Gail,
this
I'm
thing
getting, I'm
driving
getting
me-
the Abyss mod, which is the AIO. I'm getting two of those actually. One of them is black, the other one will be blue, and I'm also getting the Arbiter Solo RTA. That's what I'm getting in. They should be here before next Friday.
661,600.
Dang.
Whoa, wasn't it at 500,000 just like 30 minutes ago? What the hell?
No, it was at 650,000.
Yeah, it's 650,000. But yeah, no, it's at 661. This one right here. I don't know.
Wait, but TikTok doesn't pay by views, right? They pay by people that...
Okay, so they have a thing called the Creator Fund, and it is paid by views. However, they changed their rules here recently to where to be in the Creator Fund in the last 30 days, you had to have 100,000 views. It used to be 30,000 views. It used to be 30,000 views, which I easily fell into. She easily fell
So they
into.
were paying too much money, and they're like,
Well,
yeah, we're
but
gonna
here's the
bump that
thing:
up a little
is
bit.
people realized that the moment they joined the Creator Fund, their view count went.
Oh.
They were controlling.
They were controlling how much was being pushed out.
Right.
Unless you were a verified account, your views went nowhere. Like, I mean, they just rock bottomed. So we both dropped out, and then they changed the rule to where you had to have 100,000 views. But the way that they pay, if I was, let me refresh real quick. If I was still in the Creator Fund, 662,000. 662,000 times.
Casey, I believe you need to look up Aries Fire.
That would be $33,000.
Damn.
That just made me sick.
Right? Because it's roughly
She
5
just threw
cents
up in her
per.
mouth a little.
It's roughly 5 cents per view. I would have made $33,000 on that video.
Damn, man.
But now that's just on 600,000 views, 662,000 views. Imagine these creators that are getting millions of views daily.
I didn't know. I didn't think
They're making almost as much as the people that are accountants.
right.
Damn.
Pat, I did want to tell you, no, it was not in the mailbox. I'm going to keep a lookout for it. Sorry, bud. It wasn't.
They
here
had
yet.
a video of this person who became an accountant, and within the first 48 hours of her being an accountant, she earned just over $4.5 million.
That's a special kind of accounting right there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that that OnlyFans kind of accounting.
Oh. Yeah. Well, you can crunch numbers in your underwear, I suppose. You know.
But yeah,
It's-
just over $4 million
It's
in 48 hours.
Aries of Fire, isn't it?
I don't even know anymore.
I think it's Aries
No,
Who are
of
you,
Fire.
Aries?
Fire.
Aries A fire.
Aries of Fire.
Right, Aries of Fire. That's what I typed in chat. Wait, I typed it wrong. Aries of Fire.
That's not how
No.
you spell.
I'm trying. I used to. When I went to school,
I
I
used
used to
to
could. Yeah,
Used to could.
yeah.
He's like
There
a
you go,
shit, he hunts
Casey.
and pecks.
It's hard to type with those tiny little hands, isn't it, Ashley?
Jesus. Big hands. Yeah. You found it? Okay, yeah. Well, there you go. Now you can. Now, once you follow Aries, you'll get a video almost daily. He posts a
I
lot,
try.
and there's usually something always towards Smashly. Yeah, always.
No, not always.
Not, you know,
Okay.
every time I'd see him coming, I'd be like, oh, what now? What?
Okay.
What? Why are you
Okay, no-
filming me? What?
No. Here, we're gonna get this for posterity's sake.
Oh, good lord.
Hit
See
yourself.
that?
No!
What?
Why are we doing this?
The other night, for about 45 minutes, she tried to say the phrase "shit yourself"
Oh, I saw that one.
and couldn't say it.
She was just
she's
bawling.
herself.
She was the whole
And she
time.
was
I was like,
sober.
really?
She was sober, like teetotally sober.
Well, that's the
literally,
problem.
the only thing that she had was an actual bomb pop.
Yeah.
The baby
Don't
Yoda
shit
tattoo.
yourself.
Oh, the baby Yoda tattoo is way back
Yeah,
there.
it's way back. That was like close to when you got it.
God. Yeah, that.
Back in November of 2019.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Damn, was
mean,
it that
that's-
long ago?
Yeah, it's been. I wish I could get back to that artist because my skin doesn't hold greens real well. It pushes it out, so it's needing a touch up.
Baby Yoda has jaundice.
A little bit. Yeah, I need a tattoo, but my artist keeps putting me off.
I think that left shoulder is missing some art right there. You have it down lower. Oh, that's your left shoulder? Okay, you're.
Well, that's my left shoulder.
Oh,
Your
there's
other
wait, there's a
Right.
yeah, there's a tattoo up there. Never mind. I thought it was blank
Yeah,
at the
no,
top.
no, my upper arms are covered. No, my next piece is going to go right here.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
lightsaber.
No. Okay, so here's something for you. So I'd initially thought about getting a lightsaber hilt right here and right here.
No, you got to get it on the inside of your thigh.
No. I mean, well, I've got one right here.
yeah.
So, but I wanted two specific ones right here and right here.
Mhm.
And I mentioned it to her, and she's like, "That's gonna look stupid." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, if you want the truth.
Well,
Well, hold that thought. So she had set up an appointment with this artist. He was back on season 2 of Ink Master, Trey Benham, Big Daddy Trey,
Okay.
and she's like, "I want something Star Wars. I want something floral. You know, I want it to be girly to mix in with this flower piece that she's got." Hold on, I can't even see she's on
Twist
camera.
your arm around.
She wants something
Break her
floral,
arm
to
so we
match
can
up with
see
all
it.
that. And she's like, "You just do your thing, you know, I trust you, you know," because he was the one that did that. And he's like, "Okay."
Hey, Drew.
We
Get you a
show
tattoo
up.
of a lightsaber.
We show up the day of, and it's a lightsaber hilt.
Oh.
I just look at her, I'm like, "So is it stupid?" She goes, "No."
Not on me.
Get a phaser. Timekeeper, I actually have Han Solo's blaster on my left hip.
To be fair, when you had said that you wanted the lightsaber, I was like picturing the full lightsaber, and the only thing that kept crossing my mind was going pew 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 with your arm.
No,
Watch
it
out
was
for my
good.
gun.
And I would occasionally hold.
And he did embarrass you in public.
And I was gonna hold the pylons for guiding in airplanes. Just go pew 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 pew.
You need to
I've
get a
got a
tramp
cousin
stamp
that's
of
got
Jar
them
Jar
on
Binks.
on our fingers, so
No, there will be no Jar Jar Binks.
No tramp stamp of Jar Jar. With
No,
his
Jar
little
Jar
fluffy
Jar
ears
is
hanging down your
banned
butt
in
cheeks.
this. Jar Jar is banned here.
You could get it
Jar Jar
ironically.
Binks. No, that's a tattoo. That don't wash off.
Yes, his name is Grogu, but he will forever be known as Baby Yoda.
He's
I mean,
Baby
I have
Yoda.
I have an entire bookcase dedicated, and that shelf up there dedicated to Baby Yoda.
Because he's so stinking cute. I mean,
It's
he's adorable.
Aries
Yoda is not
of
that
fire,
cute.
John Q. Dadgum, there's no ass fire. Where the
Aries ass fire.
Fuck you, John Q.
your ass is on fire.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you still haven't done it. Shit yourself.
No.
Say it.
Good lord.
She's gonna over pronunciate it now.
Shit yourself.
See, she can only do it if
Why
she
was she trying to
over-pronunciates
say
it.
that?
No,
Did
say
you
it.
shit
Say
yourself,
it
Aries?
faster. Say it faster.
Shit.
Shit yourself.
Yourself.
She can't do it.
Shit yourself.
Shit yourself.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna shit on my shelf. I'm not gonna do it.
Well, let's
Don't
see.
shit on yourself.
What was the other one?
Sherbert.
No, a mixed box of biscuits and a biscuit mixer.
A box of mixed biscuits and a biscuit mixer.
She can only do that one if
What?
she's British. Oh, nice, Gail. Let
We're
me know
going
how
to
that
see the
goes.
new dog. Oh boy, a new doggy.
Okay.
Because I can't freaking read it.
This, I almost think I do have too much cotton in this atomizer. It's kind of almost dry, but not.
It's a shame that Jen left already because I had something to tell her.
Oh,
You remember the
She might
gallon?
still be lurking.
yeah, the gallon, yeah. Of Aries Ram?
I emptied the bottle 3 days ago.
Uh-oh.
How long have you had that?
A while.
Wow.
Oh, he's had that a while. I thought he had 2 gallons. He had a lot.
Well, no, I had a whole bunch of the liter bottles of it already,
Yeah.
and then she had given me the gallon of it. So
Oh.
after I'd finished all my liters, I was just filling the liters back up with the gallon.
Wow.
But I mean, I had cut my vaping down a lot.
Well, you got something to occupy your time.
No, it's because things are harder to get now. I mean,
Nah, I ain't got nothing to do with her. I just can't buy
it-
shit online anymore.
it's not that I can't get it's not that I can't get it through Jen. It's just that, you know, I have to be more careful in my coils now. I can't just replace them just plow.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Or
no,
you could
I mean,
teach
I was
her
going-
how to build them.
I was going through at least 120 mils
I mentioned
a
that.
day.
Yeah.
If you want to learn, I will teach you. I've got an entire channel dedicated to it.
What's
Wait, no, you're not gonna make her go watch your YouTube tutorials. What the hell? Slap him.
Okay,
You can
now,
teach her in person.
in fairness,
She slapped you with her
slap me with the
tiny
little
hand.
hand.
Wait, did they make any
This is my strong
That
hand.
makes it better.
did they make any wine where Ashley is? Is it
Yeah, there's
strictly-
one right here.
There's all kinds of wineries here.
Yeah.
Do they make this? I'm just wondering because it's the new thing. Gloria.
Wine cocktail?
Margarita wine cocktail.
But the blueberry one.
Yeah, the blueberry.
Yes,
blueberry-
tutorials.
I
This
have
is
not
I've
seen
not
that.
seen that.
You've not seen it?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a blueberry. It's a blueberry wine, but
this
they
is
tell you it's a margarita, so you think it tastes like margarita.
13.9% alcohol by volume.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't get the peach one, but the blueberry, if you get the blueberry and mix Mike's Hard Lemonade with it, like half and half,
It's really
so
good.
damn good. It's really
I
good.
have to check out the liquor store.
I know
Of course, we haven't really popped
Kroger's
in and looked at all that.
Right.
Kroger's is supposed
Well, they don't
to
sell it at the
but-
liquor store here because they said it's too low alcohol. That it's at the grocery store, but we can't find the blueberry. Only the
Yeah,
Good night, Great
peach,
Tower.
Walmart wouldn't
mango.
carry it, but Keystone and Kroger might.
whoever sells
Yeah.
wine should carry it.
Or the
See you at
bar.
Great Tower.
Or
Yeah,
Well, yeah, we can go to Liquor Barn. Liquor Barn's got everything. I got a 3 liter. Actually, no, it's 3.5. 3.5 liter box of Fireball. It's called
you
the
was showing that
Firebox.
video with all the little. I was like, damn, Eric
it's
just
called
got
the
alcohol for a
Firebox?
minute.
Yeah, it's called the Firebox. It's 3.5 liters.
To be honest, though, like we hardly ever touch it.
Well, because it's Fireball. That's flavoring.
Oh no, no,
That's
no, no,
liquor
no, no,
you
no, no,
add
no,
to
no,
other
no,
liquor.
No, Fireball. Yeah, no, I go through Fireball when I actually go in and actually have a drink. But no, what she's referring to is we made a trip down to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, yada yada
all
yada.
the moonshine.
And we stopped in at Old Smoky and did the moonshine tasting, and they were having this massive sale on their.
Y'all went to
on
Gatlinburg
their-
and didn't tell us? That's messed up. That's all I'm gonna say. That's messed up.
Yeah, because that is so
I've been
right
telling
next door
her-
to you.
Yes, we've been planning to. I've been like, let's go to Gatlinburg.
How long of a trip is it for you to Gatlinburg?
About 7.5 hours.
I was
Okay,
gonna say it's like
it's
4.
like 4 for us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know,
We go all the time.
she's had
Well, not
3
all the
days
time.
off.
Twice.
We've gone twice.
I've taken 12 days off in the past 4 years.
Yeah, 12 days off in 4 years.
You have no vacation time.
No, not anymore.
I have 28 days of vacation time that I haven't taken.
Well, she had vacation time,
Had.
and then she moved to a new position at a new company, and so they paid her out all of her vacation time. Paid her a nice
We got-
paycheck,
we
but now
got
she's got
something.
0
Ching.
vacation time.
going
Right.
on kind of like that.
But to be fair though, like if we do go to Gatlinburg, it's like a hey, let's leave Friday when I get off work, and
Yeah, because she gets
Yep.
off work at noon.
Has she
on
been
Fridays.
watching a lot of UK guys or something?
Look, it's not just UK people that say to be fair.
I'm sorry, that to be fair thing.
Oh no,
is
no,
so
I used to be fair in a
me?
lot.
Yeah. Or
that's,
you,
that's, that's
really?
a devil's advocate thing. Is to be
Every
fair.
time I hear to
say
be
it all
fair,
the
I'm
time,
like,
and you think you're
oh,
different than
it
UK
just
people. I don't
grinds
watch
me.
UK reviewers.
To be
I must say it all
fair,
the time now.
No, I used to be fair quite often.
Mhm.
But no, like we'll get an Airbnb down there. The first one we went to, it was pirate themed.
Arr.
Literally, they had a mermaid ship front hanging on the
Bust,
wall.
Yeah.
You know, the bust hanging on the wall. They had this little plastic skeleton that was just. I don't know what the previous tenants had done to this thing because it was hiding in a corner, stuffed away.
It was hiding in a corner. It looked like it was like
Yeah, it was-
hugging
it-
itself.
So she got it out and had. She
I-
did
I
all
had fun
sorts of
with
she had all sorts of TikToks with it. She initially called it Jack Jack, and then I
That's
think
why
ended
it's
up-
hiding in the corner because
Jack
she's
Jack.
not the only one.
Well, she initially called it Jack Jack. Then
And
she
then
turned it
it's
off
When I
to
Willie.
When I Willie because it had
The
patch.
Goonies.
He's never seen the Goonies. Can you believe that? He has never seen the Goonies.
You realize
Ever.
that the Goonies just hit what is it like 25 years old?
Holy shit, he's never
I-
seen. So he said, "Hey, you guys," I said, "You can't say that. You're not allowed to use that phrase until you watch
Yeah,
the
and
Goonies."
until you watch it, you're not allowed to use that phrase.
Yeah, see,
I
Yeah,
have
go
it
ahead,
on
you
my
guys
Plex
do.
server. We just haven't watched it yet because
Watch
she's-
it.
Baby Ruth, yeah, you can't use.
I will
can't-
watch it.
Hey, you guys.
You don't even know what the truffle shuffle is. You can't. You're not
That
allowed.
hurts my soul.
It
The
does.
truffle
It's
shuffle.
how is
Richard,
he?
use
Yeah.
them. You bought them, use them.
Wait, what?
I promise they will not increase in. Well, I mean, they may increase in value, but that's simply because you can't get coils anymore eventually. But no, use them.
I've never seen the Goonies. I'm not 10 years old.
Kayla made a group chat, Margarita Tower Splish Splashes.
Yeah, her and two of her girlfriends. There is a bar up in Louisville that is doing this
Excuse me.
thing tomorrow called Margarita Towers, and it is a container of margarita.
Do they have a Tums tower next to it? Because holy heartburn, Batman.
Well, it comes with its
Oh,
own
I'm
little
bringing
spout.
my own.
Yeah, she's bringing her own, and then afterwards they're going to go swimming over at one of her friends' house.
That seems safe.
Swimming or drowning? I mean, they're gonna go drowning at one of her friends' house.
Floating around in the water.
Yeah, passed out, floating around in the water with, and I'll end up as a lobster.
Yeah, because she's
Barton
incredibly
hungover.
pale complected.
Yeah.
Well, my mother was a ginger.
Yes.
So
No, your mother is a ginger.
true. I don't know why
I
use
know
past
all
tense.
about that pale rider shit. I'll burst into flames if I go out. in the
Remember
sun.
that dude I was talking about that he smokes a lot of weed, all
Smokey.
right? He's a full-time
You're
weed
gonna need to be
junkie.
more specific than that.
Okay, when I was in Georgia, we would go over to
Oh, the guy that almost drowned.
correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So he smokes a lot of weed. He's a full-time smoker of it. And that stuff that I had that was full on like
I have
THC
never
whatever in a
puked on my
vape.
shoes.
So
I've had
I
someone
was,
puke in my shoes.
he was like, "Well,
That
let me
was-
hit that," and I was like, "Dude, I'm telling you, this shit's strong." No, it's fine, man. And he hit it right, and he got in the pool, and I was about 3 feet away from him, and I saw his eyes roll back in his head and bloosh right down in the water. So I got him up. He's like, "What? What?" And I'm like, "Dude, you were out.
How far away
You
from
were
here did
done.
Johnny live?
He was
How
messed
far away
up."
from here did Johnny live?
Johnny Boone,
Yeah.
35, 40 minutes
Yeah,
or so.
just like she did her eyes right there. Like
Okay.
that.
What?
So, have you ever heard the phrase "Run, Johnny, run"?
Johnny Run? No.
Yeah.
Run, Johnny, run.
Did you say yes, Munchkin?
Yes.
Okay, that's from here.
Johnny Boone, yeah.
Johnny Boone, the Cornbread Mafia. That is here.
Ah.
For those of you that don't know what the Cornbread Mafia is, Google it.
I don't know, but now I want cornbread.
I'm scared to
not that type of
Google
cornbread.
anything after your coming night. Coming tonight.
The Cornbread Mafia was the largest domestic marijuana growing and distribution operation in American history.
They better have given away cornbread with it, or I would have been really
Well,
disappointed.
he ended up running to Canada, fleeing from the feds. They ended up catching him in like Montreal, took him to prison, and because of COVID, he got released after like 18 months.
Damn. Because
Wow.
I'm going to tell you right now, if I bought weed from somebody from the Cornbread Mafia and did not get a free batch of cornbread with it, I would be very pissed off. I would go elsewhere. Be like,
I
"Where's
want my
fucking
cornbread. I want my cornbread.
Well, I mean,
mean,
look, you're going to
the
get me
sheer-
high and then not give me snacks. That's like, you know,
Well, I mean,
and
the sheer
you're
amount of corn
advertising
that is grown
cornbread.
around here. There's a
Well,
lot of corn.
You
grown
can't
around here.
tease high
I
people
wonder
with
why.
cornbread.
Well, I mean, you got to realize how much this area, this city alone, how much corn this city goes through.
Damn
a
it,
year.
now I want cornbread. What the hell? Why you got to bring that up? What you doing?
7?
Without drink for a while now.
7 major?
No more.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's 7. It
Seven?
may be more now, but yeah.
7 major distilleries within a 20-minute radius.
Damn. I would imagine that's a lot of corn.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our own cornfields.
Yeah, there it is, Cloud Checker.
Well, I mean, you know, illegal weed is still, even if it's legal, they're still gonna, like, it's gonna be legal here as of July 1st, but it's still not legal to sell because they haven't figured that part out of the tax code yet. So they have something called adult sharing, where you're allowed to share your weed with other adults. However, You're not allowed to trade for anything, whether it be money or, hey, I'll come cut your grass for a nickel bag, but you're allowed to share.
The fuck?
Well, I mean, like Arkansas
And
passed medical use
no,
here.
this is purely recreational.
Yeah. Arkansas passed medical use like 3 years ago. And it took them right at 2 years before they finally approved and allowed a dispensary to open.
Yeah.
But they didn't have any groceries approved to stop.
They've got a
said
couple
dispensary.
people with dispensaries here. And they're already talking about how, well, we haven't worked out how that's going to work because these people are already registered because they were doing the CBD thing.
Mhm.
So they're talking about once we do figure out how to regulate the sale, we don't want these people to have the market cornered because they got in on it early. So they want to limit the early people to only having so many stores allowed per person. Like here, as of July 1st, you can have a pound or less. But the guy that helped write the bill, one of the congressmen, he's like, I don't even know, because you can grow up to 4 plants per household. He's like, not per person, per household, but where are you going to get the seeds? And I'm like, look, stoners already have that part figured out. You don't need to worry about that.
Right.
They've already got it covered. All they're going to do is go, oh, great, now I don't have to hide my grow tent in my closet anymore.
Yeah, Tandy, I heard about that. You guys done moved on to shrooms over there in Colorado.
Shrooms. See, I do enjoy some magic mushrooms in a handful of popcorn.
I don't eat fungus on a pizza, so I'm sure not going to eat fungus to
it tastes horrible. That's why you got to mix it in your hand with like Cheetos or popcorn or something, because it tastes like shit.
No, I'm good.
And I wouldn't even really say you trip balls. It just makes everything really, really funny.
Aries didn't get to see the other shirt.
That's
nice. Okay, I like that one.
Yeah, that was cool.
I wouldn't be able to do shrooms on a regular basis either, because I don't think my facial muscles could take it. That's way too much smiling.
Whoa, I look like Scuba, but younger and more handsome? What the hell? At least I still have my hair, damn it.
What are you
Younger.
talking, what are you talking about that?
Mick is older than me.
Oh.
He's over here playing with the itty bitty hands. She's
I
suction
fidget.
cupping them
Fascinated
onto
with their
her.
tiny hands.
I fidget. I have to have something in my hands.
Do you take those to work with you? And type with
Oh,
your little
no,
tiny
she-
hands?
She
totally
used to be
would.
stuck behind her desk for like 8 to 12 hours at her old job. Not anymore. Now she gets into forklifts that are set for someone that's entirely way too short, and puts a softball-sized bruise on her leg that stays for months on end.
I want to do that.
Oh no! She had a bruise. I kid you not, this big around, and it was solid.
I have an employee
Just like-
that is.
I hurt myself on a daily basis, and I don't know how. So I'm
Yeah.
used to having. I get
my-
mysterious bruises, and I'm like, I have no idea where that.
So
came from.
so here's what you do. For her, we have this game. We call it Bruise Clues. Trying to figure out where she came up with the newest bruise.
I can't be mad at that because I know. It's true. I
That's
hurt
clever as
myself,
shit.
and I don't know where I get these bruises from.
I told
see,
her, I
don't wanna
said,
be
one of these
fucked up
days,
for
people
2 days,
that
Cobra.
don't know her are going to think that I beat her. Anyone
2
who
days,
does know better
shrooms?
does know her knows better.
That's too much, King Cobra. If
Yeah,
it messes you up for
I
2 days,
installed
good Lord.
the sink, or the sink in my old house. I put in a new faucet, which included crawling under the cabinet to disconnect the old one.
Right.
And just from sliding back and forth under the cabinet, from like right here all the way down to my hip, was just black and blue from my whole side. And that's from just laying on the cabinet and moving back and forth. It looked like somebody rolled me and beat my ass, and I didn't feel a thing. I took a shower and was like, holy shit. I mean, it was
hit
bad.
herself on this forklift steering wheel so hard, she has a permanent raised spot from soft tissue damage.
Damn.
Well,
What did you run into? A wall?
Okay, so the employee that I have is probably like 4'1". No, that's an exaggeration, but he's shorter than I am.
That's an exaggeration. He's really only 3 feet tall.
So, we had a truck come in.
It's
Everybody
your
was on
warehouse
lunch.
run by
Yeah,
elves.
and I'm just like, I got to get this truck unloaded. So I hopped up on the forklift, didn't even bother to check the seat or whose forklift it was, and hit the steering wheel. And I was, that's all it took.
Damn.
So I'm like already squeezed in the seat. I'm like, let me put the seat back.
Somebody else take over. Holy crap.
I don't think I've ever gotten in a vehicle and the steering wheel was too close to me.
John
That's
Q,
not
you're
really
actually
an issue.
accurate on that. Forklift thigh, like Zippo thigh, but different. No, you are correct on that.
I fell down again the other day again on my left knee. Again. My poor left knee is just all kind of fucked up.
Every time she falls on
It's
her
always
left
on
knee.
that knee. Same
Well,
fucking
why?
knee.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I'm just heavier on that side and just end up falling on the left knee. But yeah, and when I fell down the stairs, I landed full force on my left
Hey,
knee
Tandy.
on the concrete. When I was inexplicably pushed by nobody taking the garbage out, I landed full force on the edge of the curb on my left knee. And when the kids' toys attacked and I went down in the house the other day, again, fell directly on my left knee.
See, I get taken out by her cat.
The cats so far have only attempted to kill me. They haven't actually knocked me down.
Just got this, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't even have stickers and tattoos on it yet. Oh,
That's
that's
a
See that?
scratch.
No, that's a straight up ding and a
Oh.
crack in the in the
wow.
finish.
That don't
Yeah, the cat broke
polish
my
out.
leg.
I was in the kitchen and I didn't realize that the cat has this obsession of going up against my prosthetic leg, and I don't realize it, obviously.
Well, because you can't feel it, yeah.
Right. And I went to turn, cat's between my legs. I go down,
Yep.
leg goes right into the edge of the cabinet. Cat goes shooting. That cat has got to be down to like 2 lives now.
Can you get like a proximity sensor, like a touch sensor, to where
I
it'll
need
go beep, beep, beep,
something.
beep, 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 like
cat
like,
bell.
You know, the backup cameras.
You need
when
a
you
little
get
cat
close
bell
to
collar.
things.
Here, because she's so loud.
No, when she's doing that, you cannot hear her. It's not like she's purring or
I was gonna say
meowing.
she usually yells at you anytime
Oh, no,
she's
no.
around. it 'cause
That's
she wants
only when she
food.
wants food.
Yeah.
If she
Yeah,
wants
you-
food, she will yell.
Need one of those
Very-
sensors like they have on the backs of cars when you get too close to things and it starts beeping at you. The faster, the closer it gets.
No, because of that. That's what I was saying earlier. Was originally the cutoff was May 31st, and so we had to rush through to get this leg out in time. And we found out literally the day after I got the leg that it had been extended. So, but because we had to rush it through, I wasn't able to get a design put onto it during the fabrication process. So I'm gonna have to try to find someone that does airbrushing or something to get the socket painted up.
Yeah.
But if they aren't gonna charge you
I'm
the leg.
hell, I'm happy that you got it. You got the leg,
Right,
man.
right,
That's
right.
freaking
Yeah, that's
awesome. Yeah, it's not like you can just go down the street. Hey, can I get a new leg? Sure, man. Step in.
Right.
No.
Yeah, you
That
could
don't happen.
electrify the leg, and that'll teach the cat not to rub up against you.
Well, I mean, it does have an
need to wear, like,
Oh,
knee
that's
pads or
another
something.
drawback on this one. So, like the old leg, which I still have, is back there. I use it for like working around the house. But
like
you
your
know, I
house
could
shoes. You're working in the yard shoes. I got my
right
working out
exactly.
my yard
So
leg.
because you know,
This is the leg I wear out. And
if
This
I'm
is my
using
nice
the weed
leg.
eater and it kicks up a rock, I'm not worried
Right,
about it
right,
breaking
yeah,
that
yeah.
one. But
I'm
this
sorry.
is my going out leg.
I would want my leg to be like an AK-47. I would have bullets and shit.
well,
and-
see, with that one, I could use a pair of clip pliers and take off and replace the 18650 that's in it. This one has an 18650 in it too, but it's soldered in.
Oh, it's soldered in. Okay.
So how do you charge it? Do you have to plug your leg in?
Yeah, it actually uses the exact same plug as my old leg, but instead of the charger being up here, this is all the Bluetooth stuff now. So the charger
Yeah.
actually goes right in there.
So can like you charge your leg in the car, like, plug yourself?
Actually, yeah,
into
I
the-
do have a car adapter.
Nice.
Like I'll be right there. I'm charging my leg. just go in without me. Give me about 10 minutes. So what happens if it goes dead? Can it still move around, or just the hydraulics don't work?
So
It's
Like
peg leg.
walking without
it
power
basically
steering.
it basically goes to what they call security mode,
Uh-huh.
which it just locks straight leg.
So it's like a
Oh.
peg
So it's
leg.
basically like a
So-
peg leg.
That would be weird walking around like that. Clink, clink, clink. Yeah, that would be weird.
So the knee won't even bend. Like
Yeah. When the batteries, I could see that.
Well, because since they're with no power going to the hydraulic, if
well, yeah, I guess
it would just literally go
that makes sense.
and just collapse on me.
Oh, that,
I
that
guess
could be
making it go
dangerous, too.
stiff instead of just
670
collapsing. Probably hurt better.
He's still checking that. You need one of them clocks, man, that
It would be
shows
better if
like
it went stiff.
them clocks are too damn expensive. You know, they show your like subscriber
Stiff is
count
always
or your
better
view
than
count of
that.
a specific video. They,
I'm,
it just
I'm waiting
pops
for it to
up.
sync up. Okay, there we go.
I was waiting for somebody to catch that.
Oh, I caught it.
Yeah. Okay, so my battery is currently at 80%. And since I've received it, I have taken 48,223 steps on
Can
it.
you make it move by itself with the app? Like if you're sitting
Oh,
there,
I
like,
don't-
with
I
your
don't
legs
wanna
crossed,
see-
and you
I don't
press
wanna
the button,
see
can you
that.
make
You
it
can
kick
make
people?
it flash.
I can make it blasted. I can make it go.
Damn.
But yeah, no, it's even got modes that are programmed into it, and which of course is not going to show up. But yeah,
Sorry, my leg Viagra wore off.
yeah, it's got little modes that I've programmed into it.
Well, damn. I'm happy that you got your leg.
I am too. 'Cause
That's
Lord knows
amazing.
I couldn't afford it on my own.
And they did it so fast. That's what blows my mind about it.
Well,
It's
so
like, you know,
the only reason they were able to do it so fast was they literally took the socket from my running blade, which is relatively new-ish because it was only done right about a year ago.
Yeah.
So they took it and just because the running blade socket is got such an aggressive suspension system to hold it on because you have to, there can't be any sort of pistoning action with the socket
Not
when
when you're running. That wouldn't
No.
be good.
So basically
Legs
what they
fly
did
off.
was they took that, duplicated it, and just released that that suspension system about 3 layers to where but other than that, it's the exact same. So that they were able to get it with a single test socket.
So
boom,
they
there
didn't
we
have
go.
to get it completely refitted and done
from scratch. Right.
Well, that's good.
So that alone knocked out about 3 weeks worth of work that would have had to have been done.
Nice.
Actually, yeah, King Cobra, I can do that.
charge. Good. Okay.
No, I'm still waiting to get pulled over and try to explain to the police here why I'm not wearing a seatbelt because I can't wear one legally because the seatbelt goes over my implant
Oh,
and electrocutes me if I jerk forward. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, I
damn.
don't wear a seatbelt.
stop suddenly. that would, don't slam on the brakes.
So I'm just waiting to have to explain that one.
You should see the looks
Yeah.
of people that I get, like when they sit in my car and they go to buckle their seatbelt, and there's that contraption in the seatbelt.
I have
They're like, what the hell is this?
it's a bottle opener, but it's in the shape of a seatbelt latch, and it just slides into the holder to keep the alarm from dinging.
Right.
Right.
But people will get into her car and go to put on their seatbelt, and that's because I leave it in the passenger side on hers.
Yeah.
And they're like,
The hell is that?
Domlong, every state's a little different, but I do have my medical implant card that I can show them at any given time and say, hey, look, I'm not kidding. Hell, I can move it for them if they really want to see it.
You were like, here, look, Trust me, we can test it. I'll show you what happens.
It'd be better if you could shock them.
Okay, so I want to know, how did you figure that out the first time?
What, the seatbelt?
That it would electrocute you.
Because some jackass in front of me slammed on their brakes, so I had to slam on mine. And when I went like this, it pushed in and
Damn.
What was that?
How you doing? Whoa. That would be a rude awakening right there. Damn.
yeah,
You'd
it
think
wasn't
that
fun.
would have been something the doctor would have warned you about. Don't push on it.
So because I've talked to the clinical trial people for the facility that I was at and explained what happened.
Is it supposed to do that?
They went through and looked at all the data across all the other centers that are a part of this clinical trial, and I'm one of 3 people that this is happening to.
Damn.
Yeah. So I have 2 leads that come off of my implant that go down. They had to permanently disable one of the leads because during either the insertion or sometime shortly after during the healing process, it developed a short.
Yeah.
And it just started continuously electrocuting me.
Aluminum wiring. Yeah, that's not.
So they just turned off that lead. And apparently these other 2 people that are having the seatbelt issue, they had a similar thing. And so they're thinking that it's something, if the wire is shorted out, that's what's actually causing.
Okay, so if you're literally shorting out, you'd think they'd be like, we should probably replace that.
Well, it is easier for them just to turn off because I still have the other lead. It's easier for them just to turn off that lead than to have to go through the process of a whole nother surgery.
So what happens if that one starts zapping you?
Well, if they end up having to go in and replace the entire thing, they'll have to go in and replace the entire thing.
I mean, because if it's short now, well, now every time I bend over, I electrocute myself. So, I mean, that just doesn't
if it gets to that point, there is a clinical trial site in Louisville that I can go to, and they've got the same tools that my trial site back in Arkansas had, to where they can literally just shut it off remotely to where it can't be activated until they can arrange for a replacement of it.
So let's see, is it 2024 that y'all get the full eclipse? I want to see that, man.
I think it's 2024 is when the full passes around here.
Yeah, and Munchkin hasn't seen it yet. I was lucky enough to see it in Georgia, and it's like something you don't want to miss. That was amazing to see, and y'all are going to be around to be able to see it. So
hopefully,
hopefully, the totality is something you've got to experience for yourself.
I've seen totality twice before, and yeah, it's definitely something that
you've seen it twice. Wow, I've seen it once.
Mrs.
Well, it happened one time in high school, but I didn't really understand it. I mean, that was way back.
Teenagers
in the 80s.
Don't appreciate stuff like that.
No, we didn't. And
my first time
You're like,
I was
big
in
fucking
elementary
deal, it's
school.
dark.
we were at school, and they were like, they gave us all these special devices.
the special
to look
glasses.
Up. Yeah, it's like
Or the pinhole.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that's when I saw my first one was in elementary school. They took us all out in the back. And made us wear our little
I was in
glasses.
elementary school when I first saw my first totality, and then I was in like junior high or high school for the second one.
It's just the only thing that would suck is if like the day that it happens is completely overcast with clouds and you can't.
Oh, you mean
see
kind of like it was for you guys?
For Jen, not for me. Where I was at, I was fine, but I drove to North Georgia just to go see it. So I had the drone up. I was filming
because
the road.
they were at the mountain, weren't they?
They went to that bed and breakfast place somewhere, I think in Helen or something. I went way northeast Georgia to where I knew it was in the path of totality, and I was at a Home Depot parking lot. It was kind of funny because I don't think anybody was in Home Depot. They all came outside. We were all out in the parking lot.
A solar filter for my camera.
There you go.
I'll never remember that, but okay.
I need to order it now because the closer it gets to totality, the harder it is to find it because everyone is buying them out.
Yeah, there you go, everybody.
There was a guy that it was leading up to. It was like either I think it was like the day before or the morning of. Guy had taken his camera
I
out.
haven't dropped any frames, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's buffering.
Well, damn.
Okay, looks like we're caught up now.
I don't know what's up with YouTube because I had literally have dropped 0 frames, 0.0%. 2% CPU, I think 1%.
What's a show
now.
without technical difficulties?
You got to have a little bit.
I need to buy a new bra. I am currently being impaled. The underwire, instead of just being snapped in half now, is escaping its confines and impaling me, and it's very, very uncomfortable.
So
I
that's
thought
when you
about-
reach in, you grab the wire, and you just go.
You just pull the wire out.
Well, I'd have to go because it's in two different pieces, but the underwire is not broken on the other side, so then I'd be lopsided.
I was gonna
I don't
say,
want to
you
be
think-
lopsided.
She's going to have one boob
Yeah,
hanging
I mean,
down.
Well, it's not going to be quite that bad. Come on, don't make me slap you, but still, it's still going to be lopsided.
Yeah.
Have you seen those she-fit sports bras that these women are using now?
Oh, Lord.
I don't wear sports bras because I don't want to have help getting in and out of my own bra.
Oh no! Apparently, this new it's called a she-fit or something like that. It's like 70 some odd bucks for this thing.
Fuck that
And-
noise.
Well, you adjust it in the back to perfectly fit around, and then it's got these two straps that you go and then just reattach, and it's supposed to be the perfect fit.
But it's a sports bra. Sports bras intentionally smash your shit down so they don't flop around when you run up and down the
That's
stairs or jog.
yeah, that's
I
kind
don't
of the whole
want them
purpose of those.
smashed. Yeah, I just want them lifted where they belong, not smashed up against my chest.
Duct tape,
It'll make my clothes fit funny. No.
Gorilla tape.
Damn.
Just
How
avoid
about
the
I'll
Gorilla
just-
glue in the
How about
hair.
I'll just buy a new
She's looking for
bra?
a little lift, not a breast reduction.
Don't want to. Yeah, I don't.
Did you
wanna
guys hear
squish
about the girl that she didn't have any hair glue, so she used the
use
Gorilla
glue? How could we have not
Oh,
heard
we
about
saw
that.
that.
moron?
Yeah, we
yeah.
saw that
It was all
video.
over the place.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
apparently, she's got her own hair care line now.
Yeah, all of that was it started on TikTok.
She's an idiot. Well, even dumber are the people that are coming behind her going, it can't be that strong. Let me put fucking Gorilla Glue in my hair. Stupid.
Only mask is wearing
No way. There's
underwear.
people that
Underwear.
tried it after her.
Underwear.
The hell were they thinking? Oh, well, it can't be
They're
that bad.
dumb.
Let me do
Exactly, that's what they thought, yeah.
Well, no,
yeah,
they
she
thought that
made
they were going
tons
to
of
get paid.
And she got a plastic surgeon did it for free and got all that shit out of her hair. It's called just shave your head and call it a fucking day.
Yep.
I mean, dumbass. But I don't. Yeah.
Actually, from what I understand, the case against Gorilla Glue has been thrown out.
Well, because
as-
it's stupid.
Yeah, the judge said something to the effect of no reasonable person would make the
Yet here
basically
we are.
the connection between hair glue and Gorilla Glue.
Right.
Even
Well,
if it
since
doesn't
you don't
specifically
put
say
glue
don't.
in your hair anyway.
Right. I mean, it says, don't use on skin or eyes.
Right.
The hair is assumed in that statement as well.
Wow.
Well, and she wasn't harmed. She wasn't hurt. It didn't burn her skin. You had to shave your head because you're an idiot. That's not. I mean,
Well, see, and I saw so many people bringing up that old case of the elderly woman suing
McDonald's
McDonald's.
hot coffee.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Okay.
coffee was unreasonably hot. Though.
That coffee was
and the lid
unreasonably hot.
wasn't on.
Well, and all she
And
asked
she had
for,
third-degree burns.
yeah, all she asked for was like for $22,000 to cover the medical bills.
Mm.
That was literally all she asked for was, just pay the medical bill. That's all I'm asking. And it ended up going and punitive damages kicked in. What people don't realize is that McDonald's actually appealed that case and all that punitive damages was wiped out and she ended up getting like $3,000.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
GoFundMe, man.
yeah, I like my coffee hot, but not hot enough to give me third-degree burns if it's to spill. And I know how McDonald's hands you drinks. You know how many times I've had the lid pop off my soda?
Well, John Q, as much shit as you talk, I don't think you have to worry about that.
John Q, I don't know about Gorilla Glue, but I know for a fact that if you mistake your denture cream or your denture adhesive for your hemorrhoid cream and then get in the tub, you will glue your ass to the bottom of the tub. And then you'll have to call your nice daughter to come unstick you because you don't want to call the mean one because she'll laugh at you. And I totally would have, which is why I didn't find out about it until after my sister unstuck my father from his tub. Yeah.
I was about to ask how we know these
I was
facts.
like, yeah, I was like,
My father glued his butt to the tub. Yes, he did. Which is hilarious. Which is probably why he didn't call me, because I'm the mean one.
better his butt to the tub than his balls to the tub. I can't even
I'm
imagine.
sure all of it was stuck. You know.
Because that stuff
Yeah.
spreads.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I mean, especially when you sit down. Yeah, it's and you know, denture adhesive is made to work when it's wet. So the fact that he sat down in a tub full of water didn't help
Well,
him
I mean, because
at all.
you use minimal amounts on denture. In general, with hemorrhoid cream, you're not going to use a minimal amount. So
No, you
I'm
slather
just
that shit on.
How did he get to the phone? That's a good question, RS. How did he get to the phone?
Either he had a cell phone in the bathroom with him, because he was the manager of the hotel.
so this
so
was
his
recent.
Well,
No,
no, he's
not
been
recent.
gone for 10 years, so it
Well,
was
but I
probably
mean, this wasn't back
recent
when,
enough where you got flip phones. Yeah.
This
So-
wasn't far enough back to when denture cream first came out, and
No, this is probably about 15 years ago. So I don't know. Either he hollered loud enough from somebody because the apartment that he lived in was in the back of the actual lobby of the hotel. So like you'd go to the lobby, then you'd go through the office, and then the very next room back was his kitchen and the living room.
Can I
he
have
could
the
yell
service desk?
loud enough for
Somebody
somebody at the
help
front
me!
desk to hear him hollering. So if he didn't have the phone with him, I would imagine somebody please call Michelle, tell her I've got an emergency and she needs to get here quickly.
so you got your faceplant genes from Dad.
No, my dad didn't fall. My dad had a very bad habit of bleeding. He would always cut himself. Let's see, what did he do? He tried to pry apart frozen hamburgers with a butcher knife and almost cut his finger off. So he came upstairs and was like, I got to go to the hospital, and there's blood pouring everywhere. I said, what'd you do, cut yourself? He's like, you're just like your mother, and turned around and walked out and went to the hospital. He was putting hardwood floors down in our house, and the circular saw kicked back and shot a piece of wood through his other finger.
Okay.
So
he
he
had to go to
claims
the
there's no
emergency room.
Okay.
house project complete
Hold on.
without a little bloodshed.
Guys,
Yeah.
back me up on this. Every project, it doesn't matter what you're doing, building a computer, doing house repairs, doing work on the car.
Doesn't
Every
count unless you
project
bleed.
requires a sacrifice of blood.
Well, he made enough sacrifices for everyone. So when me and Michelle, after my
Sometimes,
dad
yes.
passed away, and we were redoing his house, we both cut ourselves somehow. So we signed the floor in our blood as an homage to my father before we had the new carpet put down.
So now,
just because, yeah.
so now, whenever a crime takes place in that household, and they come in with their UV lights,
Yes.
They're
They
gonna find
bled
your
in the shape
names.
of their names. Yeah. Yeah, it was just our
exactly,
initials,
RS.
but-
Even if it's only just a scraped knuckle,
Yeah.
everything requires a sacrifice of blood.
Well, my father had perfected the art of sacrificing his blood.
No,
For
Breeze,
every project.
and I wasn't meaning that just as it's only guys. It's just most females are not as adept at work,
Be very
crafting,
careful,
and power
Aries.
tools as you are, Breeze.
The worst one I've seen is, my ex-buddy had a drill and he was trying to drill into something, ended up pushing the drill through his hand. The drill.
Well,
just-
do y'all remember Trey's dude who was trying to drill out
Ew.
her Addy and drilled right through her fucking thumb?
was doing?
My brother
Hey,
was being a jackass. He
when
was
we had-
shooting a beer keg with airsoft
Good
rifle,
night, Cloud Chucker.
and it tipped over, and he went to go like pick it up and like impaled
You're a cloud
himself
sucker.
with the beer keg.
Yeah, all the way through his hand with a beer keg.
Daggum.
Ow.
And just super glued it together.
Yeah, super glued it back together.
Super,
Well,
super
I mean,
glued it.
if you don't have any major vital organs pierced, super
No,
glue
but
works.
your
It
hands
closes the
are
wound.
kind of important, and they have lots of nice nerves and tendons that are all
And tendons,
needed
but
intact.
if you can still move everything, glue that shit shut. See, I stepped on the bottom of the old Coke bottles.
Hey, Addie.
Oh yeah.
Like really thick ones. I
Whoa,
stepped
you
on one
froze.
on the bottom of my foot, right? And it cut so deep, like you could see all the fatty parts. And my dad's like, "You need stitches," and I'm like, "No, the fuck I don't." And I glued that shit shut. Went about my business. I've got a little
Ooh.
tiny crescent moon scar, but I didn't have to get it
I
stitched
glue
shut.
most of my wounds shut.
I
It's
remember-
the same thing as that they use at the ER. And it's,
Get-
Right?
you know,
Remember when
I'd rather pay
Coke
$4 for a
bottles-
thing of super glue than $4,000 at the ER.
Remember
Mm-hmm.
when Coke bottles were real Coke bottles?
Yeah,
Like-
that's the kind I stepped on.
Yeah. I was at the park down the street from my mom's house, and we were kids. We were jumping off the roof of this shed that they had out there. It was like a little pavilion where you would picnic. And I jumped off that and landed on one of those that, was the base of the glass, but it had a perfect triangle pointing up. Let me tell you, the glass wins.
Yeah, it does.
it
Yeah.
totally jacked
Especially
my
on
foot
the
up.
thick Coke bottles. 'Cause
It was
doesn't,
They don't
doesn't
even
break.
make glass that thick anymore. That was a thick glass shard.
Sometimes
right up in my
glass
foot.
doesn't have to be thick. We saw a video where surely you guys have seen that, will it press? Where the
Mhm.
guy sticks something into his hydraulic press, and
Yep.
he
Yeah.
took a
think we've all seen
sphere of obsidian,
Yep.
and pieces started fracturing off until it just went and just pulverized it. And he picked
Damn.
up this little sliver of obsidian, and I don't know if you've ever played with obsidian, but it is
It's sharp. I mean, they
incredibly
used to
sharp.
make knives and arrowheads and shit out
They
of it.
used to make scalpels out of
Yeah.
obsidian.
Damn. I didn't
I
know
mean-
they made scalpels out of it.
Oh yeah, this obsidian is sharper than current scalpels.
And it's hard. It's a very hard thing.
Well, as long hitting it directly on, yes. You hit it
Mm.
from the side though, and it's just going to splinter off.
No, I
mean,
meant
just-
hard as far as if you make something sharp out
Durable,
of it,
yeah.
it's not gonna just shatter.
Eddie, I've seen so many anti-vaping commercials on YouTube now. It's making me sick to my stomach.
Yes,
The last one I
glass
saw,
is very dangerous.
oh, you vape, you take the big L. I'm like, what? Why
So-
can't we have all this money that we pump into these advocacy programs? Why can't we get a commercial on YouTube? Just
We
one.
could if we want to pay
I
for
ran
it.
into a video yesterday where
Uh-oh.
this respiratory therapy on TikTok, where this respiratory therapist started going off about vaping and started saying that vaping liquids are oils and oil doesn't belong in your lungs.
Oil?
I'm like,
Well, no, oil
Well-
doesn't belong in your lungs.
no, she's
Right.
absolutely correct. Oil doesn't belong in your lungs.
Right.
But one of the very first statements that she said was, vaping is a 100% cause for popcorn lung.
Smoking isn't even a 100% cause for popcorn lung.
Not a single diagnosed case from smoking causing popcorn lung, and it's got roughly 700-ish% more than the highest back when we actually used iSeal, e-liquid. But I made the comment on her video. I said, "You lost me when you brought up popcorn lung. You
Yeah.
really lost me when you mentioned oil, vaping liquids being oil based."
Right.
And she replied back saying, "Oh, it is absolutely oil based." I'm like, name one that is oil based. I'll wait.
I'll wait a long time.
And she blocked me.
Oh, really?
So I pointed it out to her. So she goes in and she gets blocked. And she had made a comment. She's like, you'd rather block Aries than actually have a conversation or a
Right,
debate
then
with someone
learn.
that's in
Yeah.
the industry. And she got blocked.
Wow.
I sent the video to Tristan. I said, have fun.
Right.
It wasn't even 30 minutes later.
Not even 30 minutes later. Video's gone. New video is up. Tags both of us in it, apologizing, saying
Wow.
I've been educated. You know, vaping is still not good for you. To which our baby steps. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Vaping
not
is-
good for you.
No,
It's harm
it's
reduction.
not. It's harm
That's
reduction,
what it is.
and that's what I commented. I said it's roughly 95% safer than smoking, according to the Royal College of Physicians.
Mhm.
But I'm willing to take a baby step. I
Right.
said, but if you're open, or if you're welcome to an open conversation on this, I have studies, I have
Mm-hmm.
research that is peer reviewed that I will happily discuss with you on this matter if you're open to being educated and having, you know, a genuine conversation on this. And she says, absolutely. Right now, I'm trying to hold back this massive onslaught of misinformation on the
Right.
vaccines right now.
Mhm.
I'm like, I agree that takes priority. So
Then why are you
but-
putting up anti-vaping
Right.
videos?
But at least she put up this video saying, you know, I'm big enough to admit when I misspoke or spoke on something that I wasn't fully educated on. So I'm like, okay, I'll take that as a baby step forward, because even a baby step forward is still a step forward.
Right.
Right.
So I'm still waiting to hear back as to when we can have our conversation.
Well, what
I
I
don't
find
think
is
it'll happen
interesting is all these scare tactic videos of vaping oil is going to kill you. What the fuck do they think is going to happen when they overregulate us out of existence and all these teenagers start mixing their own shit? That's what
Oh,
they're
you mean like that
going
video?
to be vaping.
You mean like that video that stayed up for damn near forever and a day of the kid that was mixing it on his bathroom counter using Mio?
Yeah, shit
Mio?
like that.
Oh, you don't remember that video?
No, I never
Yeah,
saw that
no.
video.
Yeah, this kid was like 8 or 9 years old, was locked up in his bathroom, had bought some VG from Walmart, and used Mio for the flavoring, and was mixing it with the handle of his toothbrush or something.
Damn.
And it was just like, we worked for months trying to get this video taken down. It was just under a year before of us constantly going after it and going after YouTube before we finally got that video pulled.
Yeah, I never saw that video. Wow, that's
I heard about it, but I never watched it because, you know, I didn't want to give it views. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they're going to cause by this, though, is having people that don't know any better, mainly teenagers, the people that this is all supposed to help and protect. They're the dumb ones.
Well,
Kids are stupid.
and I pointed,
Teenagers are dumb as fuck.
oh, I agree. I mean, hell, I was when I was a teenager. But I pointed out to her, I'm like, look, I said, what you're most likely referring to was the black market THC cartridges that were running rampant
That did
here
have
about
oil
2
in them,
years ago.
yeah.
That were tainted. They were black market tainted
I
with
would say
vitamin
it was
E
tainted
acetate.
because it was put in there
Yeah, it
intentionally.
was put in there intentionally
They
to
just
cut
didn't
it.
realize it would hurt you. Yeah.
Oh no, the dude didn't care. He wasn't using them.
right.
He was just
right.
making money off of it. Him and his brother and some other people.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's what I'm like. Yes, lipids are definitely bad. They don't need to be in your lungs.
Yeah.
Lipid pneumonia is no joke.
That's why we don't vape that shit.
Yeah. I'm like, but you will not find an e-liquid that is lipid based, that is oil based. Well, she initially tried to argue with me and say that vegetable glycerin comes from animal fat.
Darn
It's
thing.
literally in the name.
I completely understand what you're saying about
Unless
vaping
there's a
THC
vegetable
carts.
animal out there.
Well, I mean, it does have glycol in it, but it's
But all of that is water soluble.
yes.
So it's not
Well,
not an
no.
oil.
Glycol is not water soluble. Glycol is hydrophobic.
So it's not going to be absorbed by your lungs at all. It's going to be expelled when you
Exactly.
cough
It's
and all
expelled
that other
out.
shit.
Now, propylene glycol, yeah, that gets passed right through your body.
Well, that's where the whole water vapor thing came from, is because your lungs accept it as though it's water vapor. It's
Yeah,
not
that was-
actual water vapor.
Yeah, the whole, it's just water vapor that was perpetuated by the industry.
Well, that was
the
a
worst thing
dumbing
that we
down
could-
of an explanation, is
right,
what it
but
was.
it backfired big time.
Right, yeah. Well, it's not water vapor. Well, we know that it's not water vapor.
Well, no, the problem
Your lungs
is
don't
a
know
lot
the
of the
difference,
people in the
though.
industry actually didn't know that. They were
Well,
just
that's
spouting
sad.
off what they thought was true.
Like, the only way it's water vapor is if you're vaping nothing but water. That's called steam.
Right.
I mean, that's
You-
not what we got. But
You saw what Artivix did, right? He came in and he was watching the show and he started vaping and then he started talking about how much a buzz he got from the nicotine. And he's not even a smoker, all right? He's old
Nope.
enough to vape, but he's not even a smoker. So he figured, oh, I'll try this, but he tried it with a higher I think he's using a Juul or something. 50
Probably
milligram
50
nicotine.
milligram Nick salt.
Yeah. So, and I'm telling him, dude, that's way too much nicotine. I said, number one, you don't even smoke. You don't need nicotine. If you need it for flavor or something, I completely understand. It was like, well, if I don't use the nicotine, I don't get a buzz. I was like, you are the problem.
it's
in
supposed
this
to be
industry.
You're the
catching a
problem
buzz.
with what we're
Yeah.
doing here.
You are the I tried to explain that to him. I'm like, dude, you're the problem. You are exactly why we're having all these problems now, because all these teenagers are trying to get a buzz from high nicotine use, and it's
And
ridiculous.
y'all have been nicked out. That is not pleasant.
No, it's
I
not.
don't
It's
understand
not.
why
It's
anybody
not.
would choose to get a nicotine buzz. That's called nicotine poisoning.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
not
I mean,
pleasant. It's
I
not
remember
poison.
I remember
it's not
smoking a
pleasant
few
at all.
packs, as a kid, because I was stupid. As a kid, smoking a few packs in like an hour's time and getting so much nicotine that I literally threw up.
Why do
Okay,
they huff
and
paint?
paint. When I was in in middle school, right? We used to huff Scotch Guard. We'd spray it on the elbow of our shirt and just sit there with your head on your arm, right? That was an actual buzz. Getting a nick buzz is called nick sick. It's not
Yep.
the same. That's not a buzz.
No,
It's not
like the
even
paint.
I've never
close.
enjoyed
and the,
Nick
and
Sick.
and the glue and the markers and all that. Yeah, no. I mean, kids are
That's
gonna
completely
experiment.
different. Yeah.
Right, kids are gonna experiment. There's nothing that
I mean, I've
Yeah,
got 50
Wally.
milligram
World
nick
is not gonna
salts
stop
in
Yeah,
my little,
Wally.
little tiny emergency
Joules
thing,
are 50
and
milligram
I-
nicotine. Yes. Believe that,
That's what I
Wally.
have in my little emergency
Are they still running
thing
50?
that I
Because
bought.
last
when
I
you-
heard was they
Yeah,
were
it-
cutting their 50 off the market.
If they've cut it,
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah,
I don't
mean,
have
they
a
were.
Juul, but I got
they were
50 milligram
50
nick salts.
Yeah.
And I can't hit that but a couple times before it starts to just make me feel gross and give me a headache. I can't imagine why anybody would seek that out. But then
From-
again, teenagers are stupid.
a physiological aspect, Kevin, by reducing oxygen receptors in the brain, not obviously to the point of suffocation or brain starvation, but brain starvation for oxygen does produce a temporary euphoric feeling. Nitrous oxide, prime example. Nitrous oxide literally temporarily starves your brain from the full amount of oxygen that it needs. And that's what gives you that feeling.
That's some good stuff. I'm just saying. That's good.
Yeah, I don't.
I've only had that once, and I was in the dentist office, and they were like, "Do you want some nitrous oxide to calm you down before we do this extraction?" I was like, "Well, how much is it?
Okay, Casey said
$25."
All the
Run it.
disposals local are 50, 60. Jesus, that's way too much.
I've
Yeah, I've
never
never
laughed
looked
so
at
hard
this
in my
list.
life. That was
I've
that was
never
a good
had
experience.
nitrous. The only drugs that I could remember getting at the hospital was Demerol when I was in labor. And I can't believe there's people that take that recreationally because I was fucked up. I would wake up maybe once an hour and go, "Don't forget my makeup."
Demerol
And
was
then I was
only
out
good
again.
the first time I ever took it.
You know?
After that, it was
No,
nothing.
Pain medication never really worked for me, like ever.
Demerol worked for me. Now, as far as like Vicodin and Percocet and all that shit, all that does, like when I was watching my dad, he was on
70
cancer
milligrams.
levels of
Damn.
Vicodin, right? I took 3 of those things, and all it did was make me slightly nauseous and a little sleepy. That was it. That was it.
Okay, so this may be a trigger for
I'm
some
disappointed.
people. So trigger warning in advance.
Trigger.
Back in like 2007, 2008, that's when I started experiencing the white count spikes, my white blood cell count spikes. And my doctors initially thought that it might have been leukemia.
Right.
Turns out it wasn't, but so as a part of the testing, I was sent down to the oncology center in Little Rock for a bone marrow biopsy.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who's been through the bone marrow biopsy knows what I'm talking about.
Those are very painful.
They give
Yeah.
you 2 fentanyl lollipops, and they tell you about 15 minutes beforehand, put it between your, put it just inside your cheek and just start swirling it really quickly. It dissolves fairly quick. And it's basically a sublingual dosing of a high strength fentanyl.
Wait, fentanyl, isn't that what Michael Jackson took?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that was
Fentanyl is what killed Michael Jackson.
Okay.
That he was using it to sleep, though,
Yeah.
which seems.
That's,
fit
I
to
thought
me, yeah.
that drug just
No.
seemed familiar.
Yeah,
wasn't-
no, Michael Jackson was fentanyl.
there's a sleep medication that starts with a P, but it's not fentanyl.
Okay.
I thought it was fentanyl.
Anyway, finish your story.
So, anyways, I
Yeah.
take these two fentanyl lollipops 15 minutes beforehand, and I walk into the lobby of where they're doing this procedure, and propofol. That's the medication that Michael Jackson
Propofol.
used.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's one
So
of
I
them.
walk into the waiting room.
Fentanyl is
of-
what they're cutting heroin with. That's
Right.
right. Okay.
I walk into the lobby and I look around, and this room is just filled with people that are just, and just drooling. I'm like, am I in the right place?
You're about to be.
So I get checked in, and I'm sitting there, and they're like, "Okay, have you had your fentanyl lollipops?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I just finished the second one here, probably on 2
you
minutes
need
ago
to
on the
go
way
sit
up."
down right now.
And they're like, "Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull you into the back here in just a moment." I'm like, "Okay, great." So I sit there, and they pull me into the back, and the technician looks at me and she's like, "Have you had your fentanyl lollipops?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "How long ago?" I said, "Maybe the last one was 5-6 minutes ago." She goes, "I hate to be the one to tell you this, but this is gonna suck for you." Because I had zero effect from the fentanyl.
Damn.
None. I felt every movement, every crunch, every pull of the plunger.
Ouch. Ouch.
For my amputation.
You sure you're not a secret redhead? Because gingers have a natural propensity to not be affected by pain medication. And
For my
anesthesia.
amputation, they sent me home with Dilaudid. High
Yeah.
milligram strength Dilaudid. Dilaudid is literally the top of the
Dilaudid,
food
yeah.
chain. So I take my first one when I get back home. I might as well have eaten a Tic Tac because
Damn.
it did nothing. And I called this is obviously too late to call the doctor. So I wait till the next morning and I call the doctor. I'm like, "Look, this isn't doing anything. Is there anything else that we can do?" They're like, "No, that's literally it."
Right, that's as strong as they make them, dude. I mean, we just have to club you over the head and knock you out.
How did
Well, I
they?
mean, they couldn't even put me out for the amputation. I had a spinal block for the amputation.
I was gonna say, how did they even take your leg? Because
An
Nerve block.
epidural,
Yeah, it was an epidural spinal block.
Okay.
which
They
that
just
isn't
shut
even
off the
really
nerve.
pain. Yeah, that's not even pain medication. That's just like putting your nerves on pause.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like, hey, yeah, okay.
Which that caused a fun after effect.
And FYI, for those of you that have not had babies and want to, an epidural does not block all the pain. There is nothing in the world that can block the pain of your bones separating. And you're gonna feel a slight bit of pressure. That's like saying a fucking hurricane's just a breeze.
They tell you that
Yeah.
before they give you a shot when they're gonna pull your tooth. You might feel a little pressure.
No, so they gave me my epidural for my amputation, and Now, I had probably the most unprofessional nurse in the history of nursing, because this woman, while I'm literally on the operating table, is asking me out for coffee. She ended up getting fired mid-surgery because she kept at it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, because she wasn't paying attention, I was never catheterized. They had been pumping me full of IV fluids
I
since
remember this.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
By like 1
Don't help
p.m.,
anybody move, John Q.
by 1 p.m., I'm starting to feel my stomach hurting. And I'm like, and they're like, oh, it's just indigestion because you just had lunch. I'm like, look, ma'am, I've had stomach surgery for indigestion. I know what indigestion feels like. This ain't it.
Yeah, no, my bladder's about to explode.
They're like, here, just take these. And it was a GI cocktail. I'm like, I promise you this isn't going to do anything, but whatever. It took a student nurse who happened to have been a girl that grew up across the road from me when I was in school to notice that I wasn't catheterized. They're like, okay, well, we'll get a training nurse up here so these two student nurses can learn how to properly catheterize a male patient. I'm like, how about we go ahead and do this now? An hour later, a training nurse comes up and she's like, it's okay. She's like, the adult male bladder can hold 1,000 milliliters before there's any chance of rupture. 1,027 milliliters later, she's like, I am so sorry. I'll be right back. All the nurses go walking out of the room. Less than 5 minutes later, in comes hospital administration with their legal team.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, I can't even imagine 1,027 milliliters. Your bladder was kind of full there. Kind of
Oh,
full.
yeah. The fact that I was feeling it through an epidural. Yeah.
Damn it, I'm out of drink and we're out of time.
Yeah, my drink is empty too.
This, I swear, I think this is a little bit too much cotton. I've never used this canoe. Yeah, this snow cotton. Shit yourself. Okay, there, yeah.
Shit yourself.
Shit yourself.
Shit yourself.
Shit yourself.
No, not shit myself.
sherbet.
No.
Shit yourself with sherbet. It's sherbet.
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 Sherbet. Yeah, there's
Sherbet.
no
It's
R.
sherbet. There's no second R, but that sounds
Right.
stupid. So I call it sherbet. Always have and always will.
No, it's still sherbet. It's
I
not
mean, I
sherbet.
know how it's
It's
spelled.
sherbet. There
In
is
this
one
area,
R.
it is sherbet.
Well, yeah, because only pretentious assholes call it sherbet. It's
Do you
Well,
call it
because-
sorbet?
No,
No,
Because-
it's sorbet, but
So
I
you'll
don't
pronounce
order.
that properly.
I don't order or buy sorbet because
She
I'm not
does.
a pretentious ass. I buy sherbet, specifically the rainbow kind, because I like the raspberry, lime, and orange. Even though nobody really eats the lime, nobody wants that.
Addie, I
raspberry
completely
stuff.
agree. Yeah, if you're ever having issues or anything, feel free to reach out to someone. There's no
No,
reason to
I
keep
won't.
that all
John
bottled
Q,
up.
It's sherbet.
Sherbet, say it right. Yeah,
It's
Sherbet.
everybody says sherbet
Sherbet.
because you know why? Your brain is programmed
Sherbet
because you've
sounds
heard
dumb.
it said that way so many times.
Sherbet. What the fuck is sherbet? Give me some sherbet. not
It's
sherbet.
because you've heard it that way your entire life.
That's what it's called.
Even at restaurants, what color do you want
Strawberry
some
sherbet.
sherbet after your
Sherbet,
meal? So, you know,
Sherbet.
especially hibachi because they usually bring you some sherbet after your meal, but
Okay.
well, depending on where you go.
One last check.
Oh my god. Oh, you're doing your number.
690,000. Let's do it. Let's get 1 million views on
Good night, Harry.
Aries' video about coming tonight. Yeah.
687.3 thousand.
I'll
You will
take
have
ice
a million by the
cream
end of
rather
this
than-
weekend.
What do they call the ice cream that's not ice cream? They call it a frozen
Ice
dairy
milk?
dessert.
Ice
No.
milk.
No, it's called soft serve.
No. If you go look, like when you go to the grocery store and you go buy ice cream, like the Breyers and stuff, that's all the fancy flavors. If you look on the back, it's actually called a frozen dairy dessert. not ice cream because it doesn't have enough milk in it or milk fat or
Nope.
something.
They
Go
usually
to
call
Dairy
that
Queen.
ice milk.
Go to Dairy Queen.
That's
you will
the
not.
opposite
You will
direction.
not find ice cream at Dairy Queen.
Hmm.
It is soft serve because
What's
it
a different
doesn't
formula?
It doesn't meet the dairy fat requirements to be called ice
neither
cream.
does that Breyer shit with all the fancy flavors. That's why you
You're
can
like
literally
king of useless
scoop it
knowledge.
out
Yes,
with
I
a
am.
spoon.
Do you guys remember back when we did the trivia show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
I ever lose?
Hell no. Aries is really good at trivia.
He's
He
king of
just
useless
is.
knowledge.
Well,
Yeah,
sugar-free
he
ice
knows
cream,
stuff
yeah.
about shit that I forgot 20 years ago. I'm like,
And Aries,
where the
let me
hell
ask
do you
a
remember
question,
that
because
from?
I also have a bunch of useless random information. Do you even remember where most of it came from? Or do you find yourself going, how the fuck did I know that? How is
No,
that in my
no,
head?
no,
Why
no.
do I know the answer to that
Because-
question?
Because the question is brought up at some point in time in my life, and I'm like, I don't know. And I
See, I've had people say something, and I'm like, no, it's blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, how do you even know that? Why you've never had a conversation about this ever before?
have
It's
you ever
just
seen
one
the
of those
picture of the
weird-
brain where it's like, information I should know, information I'm supposed to know,
John Cusack.
telephone numbers, song lyrics,
Right.
useless trivia.
Yeah.
If it's numbers, I got, for some
My
reason, I
song
remember
lyrics is
numbers
definitely
like
bigger
crazy.
than my useless trivia.
I don't
Trivia?
understand why.
Music lyrics, movie quotes.
Ah.
That's
Yeah.
I had a
Song
bad
lyrics
habit
are
of
my better
remembering license plate numbers. Hell, I had my Windows 10
I know hers.
registration code memorized.
I don't even
Thank
know my
God.
own license plate number,
Thank God
but I know
don't
it's
know that
very
anymore.
it's very similar to whiskey. I think it's WSKY or WS.
What?
Yeah, something. It looks like this is whiskey.
Mine's very
My license
unfortunate.
hers
plate.
is incredibly unfortunate.
What is it?
Her what is?
I wouldn't say it on live
Her
YouTube.
license plate.
Her
It's
license
very
plate?
X-rated.
Really? Oh, it's the C
w-
word.
we will tell you the exact after we go off
No?
air.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's go
Because
off air
obviously
because
that's not
now
something that's
Inquirer
obviously
might as
something
well
that we
know.
don't want, broadcast out live and saved for posterity.
That'll give
for the
something
entire
to
internet to know.
everybody to think about.
Everybody makes comments on it. I'm like, yeah, if I could change it, I totally would.
Yeah, we need to lose her license plate so she can get a new one.
What was the one I
Damn.
saw? Somebody who said they had waited like 8 months to get their new license plates, and it said something. It looked like it says like Dick's 247. It's like, thanks DMV. That's
I saw a
exactly
license
what
plate.
my license
24/7.
I saw a license
DKS
plate. It was
247.
M0MNKD. And I'm like, is that mom and kid? Or is it
Or
Mom
mom
naked.
naked. Well, I guess one leads to the other, doesn't it?
you're not wrong.
Right.
Wow. All right, guys, we're going to bump off
DMS,
here.
Yeah, I'd stay away from there.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out. We will be back on next week. I should have a bunch of new stuff. Next week is obviously, it's going to take a lot of time because that Abyss mod has so many connections, I can't even begin to explain it. I even thought about Aries because I
So
was
we
like,
got to make
I should
sure
buy the red
Speed's
one,
here
but
to
that's
heckle you
Aries.
appropriately while you're trying.
Yeah,
to
Speed
build.
will heckle me if Speed can come around. Hell, he's been in so many damn accidents lately. Ain't no damn telling. But
I think it's time to pull his license.
and look at Aries
Well,
with
they
the
weren't
little
his
bitty
fault.
hand. Wait, does Ashley have a little hand too? Damn!
They've all got little tiny hands.
I don't have a little hand. My bad. So many holes to find. Yeah, there's
Right.
a lot. Our thing,
It's
there's
gonna
a
need to
lot.
bust out the goggles.
And I got the Arbiter Solo RTA coming, which is a mouth to lung or restricted direct lung. So that ought to be interesting. So we should have all those by next week. So it's going to be a great show next week. But thanks to Aries and Ashley for coming on tonight. And we will catch you guys next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Adios.
Later.
Peace out, guys.